All right. I think we are live. I hope we are live. If not, it's a
says
disaster.
live.
It's a disaster. It's a torrential
it's not
downfall.
like people create intros to make
Intros.
sure that the thing is up and
You
running.
think? What do you think? We have money here? You think that we're successful here? What do you think this
play
is?
that crap on me. I got 6 intros.
Intros.
3 of them I don't even use.
Intros.
I even have an outro. God damn it.
Yeah.
He's somebody. Look at him.
Do you remember that that fucking coach for one of the NFL teams like playoffs?
Oh my god, Jim Mora, yeah.
Jim Mora, he went crazy. He just went nuts. Playoffs.
You would just wait for a reporter to ask us something dumb just so you can go off on him.
But anyways, guys, welcome back to the 2REAL4FEELS podcast, where we do not give a fuck about your feelings. Very, very adamantly do not give a fuck. So, right now, I don't know. Big Cloud was supposed to come through. I don't know where his whole ass is. I'm gonna roast him when he do come through, though. But hopefully he'll be here sometime tonight. But until then, or if not, we got the homies, Society Reviews, coming through to hang with us. What is up? How you been, Society?
Yeah, I've been all right. How about yourself? Yeah.
I can't.
At least I'm not Kanye West's manager right now, so I mean, consider I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't condone any self-harm, but I feel as though this person is putting himself through self-harm right now. What he has to deal with.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a crazy world out there. Kanye West is a crazy dude. that speaks his mind. So in one way I could appreciate that. Another way he's fucking nuts as well. So it
takes a lot of effort to go on Alex Jones' show and make him uncomfortable. So yeah, that's quite an achievement.
That is, yeah. At least he's capable of surprising people in some ways. I didn't think that was possible, but speaking of bums that we got one right here. We're gonna add him to the podcast. What is good with you, Big Cloud Gaming? What's up, bro?
She calls me a bum. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she called you a certified bum and a bona fide scrub. She said it. That's where her own.
The betrayal.
Yes.
Disrespect.
I never miss a moment. All right, so at least you guys expect it from me. So.
Don't you have cats to go drown?
No, my cat. No, he just. Ate
you drowned. Yeah, you drowned them. Yeah, you drowned them, right?
If my cat even saw like a puddle of water and I tried to throw him on it, he would levitate and then run away as fast as he could. So, how's it going with you, Big Cloud? How you been, man?
I'm good. What's going on?
Man, we chilling. We're at to number 10 of the 2REAL4FEELS podcast, where we don't give a fuck about people's feelings, and despite that, we're still here. So that's I celebrate it. And last but not least, this fuckhead right here, Ozzknot.
That's right,
doing, bro.
I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm starting to feel like the Undertaker. This bitch got 10 of them in my hand now. Let's do this.
All right. So look, everyone. Oh my god, you got the soundboard. He can afford a soundboard.
Yeah.
He's a professional here. I'm not.
We can have a laugh track now. Can I say something stupid?
Oh my
god. We can get a laugh track.
Secretly, I actually
Lemonade. Laugh track.
Oh my god.
Someone was giving me shit about the levels on my microphone a couple of days ago. It's like, look, this is a USB mic, bro. Like all that other shit you talking about, it's like we got to work our way up to solving those problems. So this is what you're gonna get for now.
Oh my god. Well, that's good. We make it work. I mean, I don't have like the best shit by any means, but you do what you can. You make it work how you can make it work, and
yep.
I'm just happy to be here. It's really what it is. I'm just happy to be here, but I'm also happy to have some of the best fucking viewers. I swear, you guys are amazing. What's up, Berserk for life? Everything's good here. I can't complain. And apparently, Nuke Dukem says CM Punk has ligma. I wouldn't be surprised. That staph infection.
Nah, CM Punk just got a severe case of the bitch. That's what CM Punk has.
Yeah, he does.
Unless the shit's a work, but I doubt it.
Nah, I don't think AEW is capable of this level.
They did some wild shit that we didn't know about. So I don't know.
They have a freaking rating drop. That's what they did. See the ratings count? This shit went down the toilet, bro.
What's up, Neozoic? What is good? Hustle and motivate.
Just
I'm
heartbreaking.
still awaiting the comeback of Hustle and Motivate. It's brewing. It is brewing, and we are all excited for it because that's the homie right here.
Hustle Motivate is royalty. You don't need YouTube.
Yes, we fucks with the homie. Always good peoples. And FPS plays Grandpapa was good, bro. And of course, Dre Watson, what is good?
What
Alex
up, Dre?
vs. Evil, and oh no, it's your right hand man. It's Red Hood.
You're fired. You're fired.
Damn. He says
fired.
apparently
Sorry,
you're. Oh
fired.
shit! Why does it? Damn. The trash bag big.
I love the love in the shot.
What's good, Drew? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's always good to have the love, and I will say, we have our first member of the channel. That is the good homie, Mr. I-Man Rich the Slag Lord. Anybody in the game community knows this dude always pulls up. He always supports. He's really you terrible. Anyway, man, don't be laughing at my member.
Right.
Anyway, we'll continue on.
Shout Damon.
Don't laugh at my one member, okay?
I hit the wrong button.
He keeps saying it, and it only makes it sound worse every time you say it. When you tell people not to laugh at your member, I mean that's usually not something that you're going to tell.
Yeah, you know, like the one member, okay. Anyway, we won't go,
like, look, this is all I got. All right.
Dirty route with it, okay? Yes. I just one, and it's under the bed. I'm just, anyway, just joking.
Just under the bed, does it have batteries? Or...
Yeah, it vibrates.
It's purple.
Oh my god. Yeah, I do like purple. It's like one of my favorite covers.
I'm sure you do.
Blue, so. Anyways, guys.
Lightsabers are pretty strong. All right.
Oh my god. Anyway, Black Friday just happened. Also Thanksgiving, so I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. And it is the first day of December, so it's the holiday season in full stride. So I hope everyone's enjoying their holiday season, whatever you do celebrate. But has anyone gotten anything this Black Friday on a sale or whatever have you?
No.
Would you care to share your grabs? Or are you just a cheap fuck like society?
I'm cheap.
I ain't got shit.
Oh my god.
Super cheap.
Not even baited by deals? Anybody in the chat? What y'all?
First of all, if you're shopping on Amazon, you ain't getting any deals. They're marking the shit up and then selling it at a normal price to make it seem like you guys are actually getting some fucking deal. So it's like you get some kind of like tablet Fire 7 that they've been selling all year for like $150, and then when Cyber Monday comes around, they go pretend like, oh, this is $250. We're giving it to you for $150. Oh, what a deal this is! It's like they're just fooling you because you dumb.
I was asking you what Black Friday grabs did you cop, not complaining and bitching about how Black Friday work, okay? Mm-hmm. Can we please live in, in the falsehood for now? Just for the holiday season?
What am I going to get on Black Friday?
Early. I bought everything early on, so.
Oh my god. So basically, you allowed yourself to get robbed even harder than Black Friday robs us. Okay. Well,
you get robbed every day with catnip. That was the point.
That's true. That is true.
Oh my god. Well, Alex vs. Evil said Kanye 2024. That's funny. But for me, I got let's see. I got a 4K Blu-ray of Giant for like $13. I love James Dean, so if I could buy his films on every format possible, of course I will. And this is the first of his 3 films that he did.
How much you paid for that?
It's only like 13. So 4K isn't bad for 13. And I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla for like, I think
Valhalla?
20. Yeah.
How many times has that been on Black Friday? How many times has that been on sale? You still have not bought that until now?
Well, to be fair, I really didn't want to get the game for a while, but someone was like, "Hey, to be fair, Valhalla has the least amount of sneaking around, and it's the most brutal of them all." So I was like, "Okay, I mean, I guess I'll give it a try for $20." I don't like it so far. I think Odyssey's a better game. I think the combat is way better in Odyssey, but I'm going to continue on. I put about 4 hours into it, so that's just how I feel about that in general. But yeah, no deals for either of you cheap bastards. How dare you? I hate you.
There you go. But, you got a super chat.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, we got the homie. Hustle and Motivate. You got time, Crisis 2 and 3 in GunCon 2? I don't know.
That's what's up.
Is that
yeah.
I don't remember. Holy crap. But Hustle, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate you, bro. is good to have you here as always. And let me see. I bought a cam for my Xbox to do Twitch and some game. Hey, Alex vs. Evil moving on up. I see you, bro. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear it as always. And let's see. I've been replaying Berserk for Life. So I've been replaying Ghost of Tsushima during Thanksgiving. You told me you were gonna do that, so I'm glad that you're doing that. He says he's enjoying it. I didn't do anything else for Thanksgiving. Hey, I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla for Thanksgiving. Talked shit to some homies and ate a lot of food and hung out with family. So keep it simple, right?
Yep.
And guys, crazy. So the Game Awards is coming. I personally don't value it at all because I just think I don't know who the fuck makes this shit and what bullshit they're peddling out. So I really don't value it. I've never valued it. I haven't watched it for like 2 straight years in a row. I'll just be on IGN waiting for the trailers to drop, and I'll just watch them as they drop on IGN. But guys, what I value is everyone's like personal thoughts, what they've been playing this year. What is your personal game of the year? It doesn't have to be anything on the fucking Game Awards. Just what do you personally feel as though you've played, you've enjoyed, you value in some way? What is your personal game of the year for a game that's come out this year? Society hasn't played games since the PS3, so this motherfucker, he doesn't have an opinion.
Does Fall Guys count?
It didn't come out this year, though.
It came out for free to play this year, so.
Oh my god. That's a reach. All right. Big Cloud, what is your personal game of the year? What do you value that you think was absolutely amazing in some way, and why?
God of War definitely hit all the notes. It was really Elden Ring for the most of the year. I thought that was going to be my game of the year, and then
that's your runner-up, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. It was pretty much at the end. It was there. I was like, then God of War comes out. I'm like, damn, this hits a little different. You know, there's more layers to this. But I enjoyed the hell out of God of War.
That's what's up. I'm glad to hear that.
Mine would be the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles game came out this year.
Why do you love it so much?
Because it's old school, it's retro. It's probably the only game I played this year, which actually was a full package out the box.
Full package.
Full package, full total package, out the box, and give everybody what we've always wanted: a cool, badass Ninja Turtle game that was retro, was fun. The music was amazing. The art was amazing. That was voiced by the original Ninja Turtles. That's hard to do today. You know, which is awesome.
Yeah,
we know what Cassius is. We talked about off air. Stray.
Oh my god, no, that's not even my runner-up. I was gonna say that that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is my runner-up. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I played through the game multiple times as all but 2 of the characters. Loved it. So much fun. Really great music. And a game that you could just group up with your friends. I mean, I played online with Marcel. I think I played with you, Oz. Did I? At some point?
Yeah.
And I played also recently. My friend came over like a few weeks ago, and we were playing Ninja Turtles on the Switch, and it was a lot of fun. That is a great game if you want to get into beat 'em ups, or if you're like new to the school of beat 'em ups, because beat 'em ups is pretty retro. Personally, I love beat 'em ups, and to me, that's one of the best I've ever played.
I think it is the best I've ever played. Besides Streets of Rage 2 for me, I think it's probably it beats Streets of Rage 2.
Do you happen to have a runner-up for Game of the Year, Oz, or you just don't?
God of War.
Nah, really, God of War, because you kind of been a little iffy on it.
Yeah, I'm iffy on it, but it's still, the quality is there. It's still a well packaged game. It's still a packaged game. There's still so much replay value.
Big package.
Oh yeah, big Kratos package. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, my game of the year is not Stray, Big Cloud, as much as you would like to believe that.
You said off air.
It's actually Cult of the Lamb. That is my favorite game. I was addicted to that game when it came out. I love how it's super dark but cute at the same time. It manages to do 2 types of gameplay really well. Overall, I had so much fun with the game. I have to buy the physical copy that's going to be coming out shortly, so I'm going to collect that. Have to throw it in the collection. You know how I feel about physical game collecting. And for me, that is like, I'll fight for that game. I'm kind of sad. And like I said, I don't value the Game Awards, and I think that Stray being nominated over Cult of the Lamb is kind of the reason why I don't value the Game Awards. But that's just me personally.
Ninja Turtles is getting nominated for two things. Best, I think it's best action game and best multiplayer game. Multiplayer game.
And it deserves it. It really does.
Yeah.
It deserves everything it has coming to it. They made a lot of like the older generation extremely happy with that game.
I honestly
anybody
think,
into Ninja Turtles.
Personally, in my opinion, I really think they should replace Stray with Ninja Turtles. I think it's a disservice.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And real quick, Hustle and Motivate is now a member. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. Much love to you, always. And let's see.
That guy's channel.
Let's get the idea. Oh shit! What's up, Michael Joe? He came here just in time, and apparently, heard that you guys were laughing at him. I scolded them. I wouldn't let that go down.
You moved me when I hit the applause button.
Yeah. No, you actually were on some bullshit. Fuck you.
I hit applause. So when you hit,
after you hit the other button. Okay, so fuck you.
It's all right. Hey, yo, Iman, this is what she doing, bro. This is what she does.
Macaroni Tony apparently is here for epic rants. I don't know if I have any rants in me today. Well, I'll have to see, but.
It's coming.
Let me see. Drew said he hasn't played Ragnarok, but it deserves Game of the Year. I mean, you can tell by the level of quality that it definitely deserves high praise.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a God of War fan by any means.
I
could look at that game. I could look at that game and say it's fucking gorgeous. From what I've seen everyone play of it, they've been really enjoying it. The level of quality is truly there. So
I will say something though about that. I don't think it's as good as 2018. I don't.
That's been a contested thought. Like a lot of people some like it more than 2018. Some people don't. Very much.
Just as it kind of like I don't know, man. It's losing. I don't know. It's losing me. I don't know why. It's bothering me.
Keep doing it. How do you feel about Ragnarok versus 2018 in general?
We talked about this on the pod, and when you were there with Strick, we all kind of went over that. But it hits different because it's not the first time we got this. Remember the first time we played 2018, it was a different story. Like all the feels were, different. This time is more of a continuation / upgrade. You know what I mean? It's cool. Like it's more of the same, basically, right? With refinements.
Yeah.
But you have cool moments in here. There are a lot of moments in here that are good. I get what everybody's saying. Like it's not as like impactful as like 2018. Like for example, when you kill Baldur in 2018, you're like, oh my god, what'd I just do? Like you know what I mean? What's gonna happen? Then you see Freya turn on you. Then you go into Ragnarok, and then you have similar moments like that, but there's no crazy moment that. If you get what I'm saying, like certain fights in here are great. A lot of the fights in here are great actually, but I don't know. Some of the stakes don't feel like they're super super high. Like some boss fights, I don't want to say the name, but like the way they hype him up, Brock hypes him up. Like, yo, you got to override his sentence. You know what I'm talking about, for those of you that played the game. And then you fight him, and you don't really do anything like that. You just get a regular, you just fight him with regular weapons. It's like, But, I mean, it's. I get where people are coming from, though. It's the same. It's more the same. It's kind of like Horizon. It's more the same, but refined. It's good, though.
Okay. No, I feel you with that. I mean, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I know a lot of my friends are loving it or they beat it and they're just like, it's amazing. And I know a lot of people in the gaming community also, they absolutely love it. I'm really happy, really, honestly. I think with how much drama that happens in the community and all, like how bad the past couple of years have been, especially with in regards to the COVID, I want people to just be happy with their games. If they can have any happiness at all, like that to me, like watching people be happy with God of War, one of the most highly anticipated games, makes me happy. It really does. So I'm glad that Big Cloud, you really enjoyed it. I know TJ couldn't be here tonight, sadly, but I know that he just beat it and he absolutely loves it. So I'm really happy for him as well. And the gaming community's been in awe. So that's great. And I'm really happy. Also,
Callisto is at midnight. And it's a lot of shit to play.
Yes,
it comes out tomorrow.
Well, technically midnight. So if it's on Steam, it's probably not midnight. My biggest complaint about Steam, digital gaming, you think, oh, the great thing about digital gaming is getting it at midnight launch. But on Steam, it's like, go fuck yourself. like stupid shit. But big shout out to Dre Watson for coming through and becoming a channel member. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate everyone that comes through. And Dre has always been a great supporter of the channel. He's a good friend. And honestly, thank you so much. And let me see. What's everyone's game of the year? That's what I'm trying to look at.
Come on, the chat.
Dre wants to say he's planning to play Shredder's Revenge and the Cowabunga Collection. These games are on my games to get list. Yeah, I just recently got a Switch copy of Shredder's Revenge. I had to get it. It's like a must. What is good, BK?
I'm gonna say something. If anybody wants somebody to go through that with, if you play it on Xbox, I'll go through it with you. It's fun, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, for sure. It's really fun to play with your friends. And I want to give a huge shout out to BK, who he bought a copy of Splatoon 3 and just had no interest in playing it. He just he just got it like that. And he's like, "Do you really want it? Because I know that you've been wanting to get the game for a while." So he sent me Splatoon 3. So huge shout out to BK. Really awesome dude. Really kind gentleman. So I really appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I know Hustle and Motivate's a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he loves Shredder's Revenge. It's his game of the year, absolutely. Red Hood absolutely loved God of War Ragnarok. Really happy, and
he's
that's
captain.
His game of the year.
He doesn't like it that much.
Nah, you could tell that he really loved it. So I'm really glad.
I just hope Jedi Survivor doesn't get snubbed next year.
Next year is gonna be ridiculous, bro.
I hope it doesn't get snubbed though, because we're gonna get the reveal probably at the Game Awards gameplay.
I mean, to be fair, it has to go up against Final Fantasy 16 and
don't mention that game in my presence, please.
Game of the generation.
Don't mention that game in my presence. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't want to hear about it either.
Exactly.
What's up, Gothic Chick? It's good to see you. She said she loves Vampire Survivors. That's her personal game of the year. I'm glad that you really enjoyed it. I bought it for Black Friday on the cheap.
The hell is that? Vampire Survivors.
It's a PC game. It's PC Master Race game, okay, bro?
No one cares.
Super ultra pixelated nonsense that we
God.
PC gamers we love and adore and appreciate, okay? TMNT is your fucking game of the year. You have no right to talk shit, alright? And BK says still Elden Ring for his game of the year. That is
at least people know what Ninja Turtles are.
Nola Boy, what's up, bro?
Everybody knows who
the cult. Listen. The cult of Vampire Survivors is spreading. Like that is a game that I keep hearing PC loony bins talking about like it's the end all be all of game.
I never heard of it.
I thought it was Cult of Lamb, so it's not that or Cult of Lamb.
Yeah. I'm trying to spread the Cult of the Lamb. Okay, Cult Classic Cage must spread the Cult of the Lamb. That just it comes with the territory. So I have to shill extremely hard. So Neozoic also said Shredder's Revenge. That is awesome. And wait, Macaroni Tony, they're really making a new South Park game?
They are.
Wow.
They announced it last year. I really don't care anymore.
Redhead.
It's called Phone Destroyer, I think it's called.
Okay.
Yo, I wanted, you know what I want? I want a new Beavis and Butthead game, man. Come on now. We got that movie. It's time for a new game.
Are we doing
give me Family Guy on the level
RPG?
of South Park. I'll take that.
Can we have like a video game that's like a Smash Bros clone of like all the really like raunchy TV shows that are for kids?
That would be amazing, dude.
It would be like Beavis and Butthead and like fucking like Family Guy, I guess, and what is it, Futurama. I would love any Futurama related content in a video game. I would day one.
Yeah, they're doing another season if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's awesome.
They got Bender too.
I'm a sucker, so
yep, Bender came back. The OG.
That's what's up.
People spoken.
Guys, what have you guys been playing or watching? What's piqued your interest the past couple of weeks? Big Cloud, go ahead. You're the guest, so go first. What have you been playing or watching?
Ragnarok's about to get platinumed before Callisto, so that's gonna happen literally in a few minutes.
Hey,
that's about to be done.
Oh, so that's why you were late to the podcast. I see how it is.
No, I had to check my watch. I was like, oh shit, it's 8:02. I had to jump in, but.
He's like, who's that thing? He's like,
oh god, here we go. So we got that. Callisto has obviously caught my eye. I've been waiting for this game for the longest. I'm a big Dead Space fan, so I expect this to hit all the right cylinders. Might stream this later tonight, so I'm actually
look for it. I'll join.
Been hyped to
watch.
play this. But what else is there? I mean, most of the other stuff is coming out next year. I am excited for the Game Awards to see if Spider-Man is shown gameplay wise at the show. But
sure.
That's really it, though. I've been kind of away from social media, YouTube, everything. I'm just taking a mental break from a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I recommend anytime anyone feels like they got to take a break from social media, please go ahead and do it. There's really nothing to lose from it. If you think that there is, honestly, just find something that interests you and just dive in and take a break. I take a break as well.
Yeah, everybody wants you to be part of this club, you know? Got to agree on everything. I'm like, oh, Lord, no. If I don't like something, I don't like something. Like Gotham Meds. Yeah, you remember that situation.
The good thing about me is that I've always I've been involved in the gaming community way before I started making like YouTube content and stuff. So like I've always been the type of person to be like kind of disagree a little bit with everyone and agree on some things for sure. But like everyone was trying to like trying to figure out what side I'm on when it comes to like video games. It'd be like Xbox, PC, or PlayStation and Nintendo, and it's just like, no, like I am invested in all of these, and when they do some bullshit I will point it out, and when they do some cool shit I'll point it out and be happy about it. So
yeah. And speaking of this, Hustle be talking about, yo, he been playing these old games like No Mercy. Hustle, you don't want that smoke in AEW. You don't want that smoke. I'm saying this right now. I want everybody to legit quote me, because I'm going to destroy this dude if he ever steps to the plate.
If I get it, I'll destroy both of you.
I can beat you with Darby Allin. Is that something?
Man,
Darby Allin is like top tier.
I know. Okay? That's why I think about Hustle when it comes to wrestling games.
Talk shit about my boy.
I'll scrub.
I'll beat you with the best AEW champion ever, MJF, baby.
Oh, MJF.
I mean, I'm the greatest yet, but he is the best one.
It's one of the best starts I've ever seen. He deserves it. I think that
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I think that he would have been better off going to WWE. My personal opinion.
Nah.
Oh yeah. He's still teasing it. Nah. It's funny. He's still teasing it too. He said it. He said it on Wednesday. The bidding war 2024.
I don't know. Even with Triple H running the show, Big Club.
Oh yeah. Triple H.
I don't think they would have the balls to give him the free freedom like that. I mean, Bray Wyatt's getting that freedom because he's that trustworthy. He's that good.
He's done wonders with it in the 2 months he's been back. You know, it's just
hasn't wrestled yet. Imagine that. He hasn't wrestled yet, and this dude is the highlight of every show that he's on.
Yep.
I guess it goes.
Even his reveal. His reveal is up there with
CM Punk. How boring most wrestlers are nowadays.
His reveal was better than CM Punk's.
Oh, all right.
I wouldn't go that far. It was up there with CM Punk. It had a great pop. It was a great feel when he came back.
We can get into all sorts of CM Punk shit. It's a part of the discussion, so we're gonna jump into that. But it's cool that House of Motivate's playing No Mercy, and he's restarting Diddy Kong Racing. That's what's up, bro. You keep gaming. You love a lot of them classic games, and I really appreciate that. Society, what you been playing any video games? Some of that old school shit? You know, you dusted off your fucking Sega Genesis and your game.
Well, it's funny because me, myself, and Mac Malley and a few other people's on MMA on Point played Fall Guys fairly recently, and I got the big W. I brought the win home. Now, it was such a long time since I won a game that it immediately crashed afterwards, but there is video evidence out there that I did in fact win a game of Fall Guys. So that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
You been watching anything? I know you're more of like a movie buff sort of guy than the gaming. But
yeah, I mean, I just watched Violent Night, which is the Santa Claus movie earlier tonight. It was better than I expected it to be. Definitely not one of the best, but it's a pretty solid movie. I say if you're into like that kind of those type of films, I would go with Fat Man with Mel Gibson that came out a couple of years ago. That one was a far superior film. So I mean, outside of that, it hasn't really been much. I got a shitload of movies to catch up on now towards the end of the year because we're getting to the point where I have to give you my best and worst of the year.
We hear you.
Okay, what the hell just happened?
Do you hear society talking or no?
Y'all just froze. That shit was funny. The pieces were just stuck.
It wasn't on mine.
I'm good.
Do you have anything else to add, society, or?
Oh, yeah, wrestling still sucks, and that's about it.
Hey, out there, I wouldn't say that.
See, Actually, the
Watch
best,
New
the best
Japan
part.
Pro Wrestling and
Stop.
Watch New
No.
Japan
Stop.
Pro
I don't
Wrestling.
need to watch the
Stop.
Tokyo Dome to
Yeah, you do.
no, I don't.
You want to see
I'm
quality
straight-
wrestling?
Nah,
There's no
I
way
can,
to
look, BitCloud, you and society are like polar fucking opposites. It's funny that you guys are diagonal because it's like that's literally how it is when it comes to wrestling.
Mhm.
I have a mixed bag of wrestling thoughts.
There's there's potential in some stuff like WWE with Triple H's
Yeah.
control,
The
but
best-
I mean,
The
that's going
best
to take
thing
time.
about WWE right now is Sami Zayn.
I mean,
I
yeah,
fucking despise Sami Zayn, so
I'm not gonna lie, I hate him too. It's like he's just an annoying person in real life to me.
like he's a whiny little fucking punk bitch in real life. So I don't care that he's making the fat Usos laugh. Like, at this point, it's just like I just want to punch him in the nose as hard as I can.
He just annoys me. But
Usos break New Day's record, even though after Jay had all them DUIs. It's like, man,
yeah, it's like
Showed the
it's
bias.
weird how people fall upward depending on who they are. You know, I don't agree
Yeah.
with it personally.
I just personally can't wait for Charlotte Flair to come back, win the Royal Rumble, and then take the belt from Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. So
Take
that
it from
everyone
Ronda.
who have been coping for the last 10 years that the only reason why Charlotte Flair was on top was because of Vince McMahon. Okay, now what's your excuse? So
I don't know, man. I don't think she's gonna have that type of push. I think she's gonna have a push, but I don't think it's gonna be that type of push. It's gonna be because we still waiting for Shayna, not Shayna Baszler, the chick who was the 24/7 champion.
They should bring back Shayna Baszler. At least she's a better wrestler than fucking Ronda Housey, whatever fuck her
Man,
name is.
she's
the
now
problem is that they're
tethered with
both
Ronda.
fucking
She has to-
rotten.
well, she's tethered to Ronda. She has to train Ronda how to wrestle. Imagine that.
If only someone could train them how to have a personality, the show would be way better.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm laughing at this comment. Drew always be coming through some great shit. Said Beavis's final smash would be "I am the Great Corn Julio."
Yes, I was just thinking that. He just throw chocolate, and he's just throw toilet paper at the screen. That's it. Give me TV for my one goal.
Just toilet
That's
paper
right.
with brown spots.
That's right.
all right. Oz, what you been playing? What you been watching? What has piqued your interest? As
I haven't been really watching anything, but I've been playing God of War. I've been playing Dauntless, and waiting for the next chapter of Fortnite.
I am too. I'm pretty interested. For me, I just finished the Fortnite Battle Pass, which is crazy because last week I was only on like level 50, so I went off, and I have to give a shout out to BK and his homies for carrying my ass. And
I didn't finish it because you know why I didn't finish it.
You just don't. Yeah, you don't like furry bitches as the entire battle pass. That's literally the entire. It's
No,
Gwen
that's why I
Stacy.
stopped.
The last character you unlock is Gwen, Spider.
I don't care about her. I don't give a shit about her.
It's like, bro, like 2 battle passes ago, we had fucking comic book Spider-Man. This is whether you want to admit to it or not, it's a huge downgrade. But
boring. It's like I don't care.
The first person you unlock is like this fucking Brie Larson lookalike, and then the rest are furries. What the fuck is going on with Fortnite?
At least last season we got the Indiana Jones. I mean, this is like what is this shit, dude?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't give a shit about her.
So I finished the battle pass for that. What the hell have I been watching? I don't even remember.
Have you been on Modern Warfare? Anybody? I forgot about that.
I've been playing Modern Warfare, but I have not been having that much fun with it, sadly. So.
Yeah, it's losing that novelty quick, ain't it?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I like playing Invasion, but the thing with Invasion is it's like you can have an asshole on the other team like drive into your spawn and then run over people as they're spawning. So it's kind of like you guys didn't foolproof this like Battlefield has this foolproof. You shouldn't allow them to come that far in. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, guys.
They got to make the fun for the kiddies, like the campus quick scopes.
Yeah, I'm bored of Call of Duty. It's sad because I don't buy it every year. I buy it like bi-yearly, so that's just how I go about it.
Every now and then I always go back to that the initial teaser trailer for Battlefield 3 that came out 2010 just to remember what the good days were. Because I mean, let's be honest, every game that they released since then has been a massive disappointment or just completely fucking broken. So
once like fucking Call of Duty left 7th gen, it's just been like a shit show or just passable at best. Like that's just sadly how it's been. But yeah, guys, we're gonna get into the topics. I don't want to spend too much time on this. It's just something I had to point out because it genuinely shocked me. It really did. And I'm not coming.
Yeah, we all saw the Kanye interview earlier today. That was crazy. I mean, you just can't get any.
Okay, stop it. Look, I'm not coming at this from a fanboy fangirl perspective. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sold like 10 million fucking copies in 3 days. Being this, let me show you exactly what this game is. So I have a few
this is Nintendo fans. They accept everything.
But what's crazy is it's like it's really awesome that fucking God of War is one of the fastest selling PlayStation games, but it took them a week just to sell 5 million copies. So it's like some really high professional looking video game that deserves the sales that it gets versus this giant, glitchy, horrible looking pile of dog shit. And the thing is, I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but Pokemon has lost its edge ever since Game Freak went fucking 3D. They just
really? I thought it lost its edge after they became Power Rangers. They were morphing.
Really? Because I thought he lost his edge after Gold and Silver. So.
I mean, there's so many. I mean, I would go a little further than that.
I mean, seriously, when it comes to Pokemon, for me, like I was in the middle of the craze, like when it first happened, like what was it, 98, when the card game like first took off, and everyone was getting into fights at school over like holographic Charizard cards, and you always had that one weirdo that had like the cards from Japan that you couldn't even buy at the store.
Yeah, the big binder full of them, and you had Pokemon Ember was like the highlight. I mean, come on, man.
Look, guys, 10 million copies, and look, this Pokemon, if you guys don't remember, is Machoke, and my little gripe with it is that the females look like Machoke too. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but to me, that's kind of
they all look like they own HGH.
Yeah, like personally, I think that's kind of strange. We shouldn't mix Pokemon with humans. I think that's a line that we shouldn't step. Personally, we shouldn't have Abizillas in Pokemon. I'm just saying, no disrespect to the last.
To be fair, though, all of those models are still far more feminine than Abizilla. So,
look, we go.
Ain't lying though.
Look, here's some more.
I call her Abby Listener.
That's my first gripe. Okay, let's see. Let me bring up this other shit. Okay, so. Where is it? All right, here we go. The other situation that we have here, and let me know if you guys can hear this audio, but like, look at the way the game plays. Look at this popping, bro. Look at this shit. This is fucking insane.
It's like the game renders as you play it.
This has to be this. When was the last time a Nintendo fan demanded better from Nintendo?
Honestly, it's true, and it's like the people that demand better have went to the Steam Deck at this point.
There's over 1,000 Pokemon now. We started with 150. The days of demanding better is long gone. Like you in for the ride now. So
yeah, you're not wrong. And here is the worst of it all. I'd say the worst of the worst, the most awkward. This shit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Wow, that got past testing.
I'm telling you, man.
That's crazy.
The Japanese are feeling themselves way too much right now. I mean, they just advanced in the World Cup. They just giving you this bullshit because they know you're gonna pay for it anyway.
Yeah.
My dude said, "Well, give it a chance."
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not a developer. You can't talk about the stuff.
Yo, this shit boggles my mind. Look, like I said, I love Pokemon. But it has seen better days. They need to go back to the drawing board. I heard that they dropped a patch. Maybe that fixed some things. But look, we do not expect patches later to fix games. You're supposed to release acceptably playing games the day of release. That's how it fucking works.
Here's what I say. If you have to put up suicide nets to keep these people from jumping out of buildings just so they can go back in the office and create shit like this, cut the nets. That's all I'm saying. You can save this fucking time and trouble than having to play this dumb bullshit. Like, stop.
Sayonara, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it boggles my mind that people buy this and seeing this stuff. This stuff has been out, prior to the game's release, and we reward bad practices in game development, because this is no doubt bad. And you guys know I love my Japanese games and I praise my Japanese developers. But when there's trash out there, I'm sorry, there's trash. It's crazy to me that this sold double what God of War sold in half the time. It blows my fucking mind. I don't know how you guys feel about this. How you wanna, if you guys wanna chime in.
Nintendo was doomed in terms of quality when Dude's Damage Control paying $80 for cardboard. So let's give it a buck. Let's give it a buck.
That is true.
Dude's like, oh, it's gonna sell. Yeah, it's gonna sell because of idiots like you, and you're gonna just buy it and then give excuses. No, they're innovating. Yeah. They're not innovating by selling this cardboard for $80 with some half-ass games.
They're selling you cardboard for $80, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I would love. The thing is, I love Nintendo games. You know, I love Nintendo. I'm the type of person, I try to, you know, see the best in every video game company.
See, you part of the problem. That's why.
I didn't buy this game.
All this hope and shit.
I refuse to fucking. The thing is, I do hope for the best, but also I call this shit out too because it's unacceptable, no doubt. And Got the Chick said there's too many loyalists, and it really is the truth. And no matter what, like, the game could be ass, they'll still fucking buy it. And honestly, Macaroni Tony, you saying it looks like a GameCube game, but I think the GameCube games look better. I think that's just the GameCube games.
That's sad.
It really is.
It is.
I've seen CGI trailers of like Zelda, and I'm thinking, damn, imagine what that we actually could get that if they actually were to put out like competent hardware.
Yeah.
Think about that.
It's and Nintendo, they're concerned with the Steam Deck. They're concerned with their games.
Oh, this should be very scary.
Playing on the Steam Deck somehow. Yeah, they're very petrified. But the thing is, Nintendo, they're the type of company that they refuse to step up to the plate. They will instead pull everyone else down until they're ready to step up to the plate. And that's why, you know, we've heard Nintendo putting out like what I guess cease and desist in regards to people just having pictures of of Nintendo games on the Steam Deck. That's how far they're going. And look, man, if you're concerned that your games can be played better elsewhere, make your product better. Make it play games better. If we do need a Switch successor, I didn't play Bayonetta 3 when it first came out. I played a little bit of it. I'm like, this is unacceptable to me. And so I put it down for a while. I went back to it a few days ago. And I'm just like, it still plays inferior. Where are we getting this update that's going to make the game at least run, acceptably? I don't know.
I already saw that somebody's developing another emulator to run, probably run on the Xbox. It might be a Switch one. If that's the case, that's crazy.
Switch, from what I heard, I don't know for sure. I heard pretty easy to emulate. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can't. Well, it's a little tougher for the newer model, but yeah, apparently the OG was like super hackable.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to add anything else to this. I do hope that God of War continues to
pirate
sell.
all their stuff.
Personally, see, I'm a little weird when it comes to that. I don't like to necessarily pirate games unless
I can't support Nintendo. I just can't do it. They're not doing anything for us, for the gamer. They're just not. Every chance they had to fix the Switch or give us better hardware, they never did. And the reports of a Switch Pro, let's give it a buck. I think the Switch Pro, like people are talking about the Switch Pro, like the Switch Pro is going to hold a candle to the damn Steam Deck.
Oh, it's not. It's not. Because
I'll say the same thing that Vince McMahon used to say to the fans. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing
that sucks, and then you die.
With Switch games selling this well, what reason do they have to take the next step? There's no reason. But, you know, the first step is to voice our issues, continue doing that. And I would say stop buying shitty games, or at least try to stop buying shitty games. This is a game we knew was problematic before it released. I don't understand why people be running.
I hate to tell people they're focused, on video games right now. It's a way other things that they're focused on. They're focused on building that theme park and in this Mario movie. They don't give a shit about video games right now. They can give two fucks. They're building a theme park and making a fucking AAA movie. They don't give a fuck about video games.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they don't
look at Bayonetta. Come on, look at the shape of Bayonetta.
They don't care.
it hurts a little bit.
That's where the money is going to come through, dude. That's where all their money's going to come through. Not only going to come through video games anymore for them. It's this theme park. This theme park, and between the movies and the theme park, they're going to get so much money. It's crazy.
People don't realize that with Disney, that what really makes them most of their revenue is their theme park. So Nintendo following that kind of route, it makes sense for them on a, in terms of making bank really, and with kind of Disney shitting the bed. I guess it's all the more reason to move in with their own theme parks, right?
Yeah.
But any final thoughts on this situation? It just shocked me. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I don't know if it's something that you guys were thinking about how this industry is the state.
I must say something. Digimon's always been cooler than Pokemon.
I wouldn't go that far.
I agree. I endorse that statement.
Yeah, I'll just
I've
never really
had this moment. They did have cooler designs, but I wouldn't say it's better.
Gotcha. Well, I was like questioning if I was gonna bring up the Microsoft Activision thing. I don't want to get too crazy into it, but personally, but the thing is, look, we're seeing the gaming industry, and it seems like other industries want to further consolidate. To me, I'm concerned about that. But when it comes to Microsoft and Activision, like for me personally, I was neither for nor against it, with them acquiring the Activision, because let's be real now, Activision was running like a shit show anyway. Controversy after controversy, disgusting things going on behind the scenes. So if Microsoft bought them and got rid of these fucking retards that work there, that are bad actors, to me that's a good thing. But at the same time, I've recognized how detrimental consolidation to the movies industry has been. We went from having like
31 to about 5.
Yeah, 31 studios to like 5 over the course of like what 40 years or something like that.
About that time, yeah.
And to me, that has had a very negative effect on the quality of film. So for me, like I said, there's things that I think are bad with Microsoft acquiring Activision, but also them not getting acquired is also pretty shitty because it's just weird. But I don't know if you want to chime in on this, Big Cloud, but they're saying that the feds are likely to challenge this $68 billion deal between Microsoft and Activision. I know that you have a problem. Like this thing.
I don't have a problem. I called.
No, I want to say, I know that you had a problem with like fanboys in regards to this, how it's been like.
What have we heard? Okay, what have we heard for like the past 5 months? It feels like Activision Blizzard. Everywhere you go, there's a tagline and a video. It doesn't matter what podcast, right? It doesn't matter what video, what channel. If I was to put a filter on YouTube, and I just put Activision Blizzard, acquisition, all these videos come out because these dudes are that's all they talked about. It's gonna be so great, detrimental. I'm sitting there going, bro. By the time the deal does go through, you still gotta wait. You're not gonna see the results until after all obligations are met, which could take over 10 years. Think about that. Could take over 10 years. What in God's name are you going to do? Right? Exactly. But that's the funny thing. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Because Activision said, and I quote, that we have no vision or we have no plans on putting our games on the subscription services like PlayStation and Game Pass. I'm like, really? If you're owned by Microsoft, you're obligated.
You have no choice.
You have no choice. All they have to do is make the call. And guess what? You'll have to do that. Why? Because you're owned. You granted, you don't have to put it on PlayStation. You can put it on Game Pass and everybody else to make your money or whatever you want to do elsewhere, make the full profit. And the funny thing about this too, dudes acting like Activision is automatically going to make people leave PlayStation. All of them leave PlayStation for Xbox. No, it's going to boost it a bit. Call of Duty is not up there where it was like in this crazy phase of Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2 going into 3 and everything. It's not up there anymore. It has this loyal fan base. It has a set fan base. That's pretty much it. That's it. And the people who are going to go over there, they're going to support it, whatever. But not everybody is going to jump over there, especially after playing Modern Warfare 3. You really think people are going to leave? Cassie, after playing Modern Warfare 3, you think after playing Modern Warfare 3, everybody's going to leave and go to just Xbox for that? Nah, you need a little bit more than this. And dudes, and the funny thing is, a lot of these dudes don't even play Modern Warfare 3, but they're like, oh, you're wrong. It's not going to do anything. It's going to change everything. Like Scalebound? Like what's that game called? What's that? Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. What was that game?
Grounded.
Yeah, Grounded. Like dudes put too much like stake or stock
it's not
into
a bad
these
game.
games.
It's
overhyped. It's overhyped by this community. You know what I'm saying? Dudes put
Yeah.
too much stock into these games. Like, oh, Halo, Gears, and Forza is all you need. Remember how that
Just
was the
like
big
Cyberpunk.
staple? Well, yeah, I remember that was the conversation before with the PS3. Well, all we need is Halo, Gears, Forza because they sell. These same dudes are latching onto these games as if those games carry the same weight. They don't carry the same weight anymore. You need more.
Yeah.
The big thing I can see positive coming out of this is why I actually endorsed it. I was like, it's fine. I'm fine with Microsoft buying them. They can actually get back into competing in other ways. For example, Crash Bandicoot can come out for them. Spyro can come out to them, right? Different games in general. Give them more options. It's fine. Hell, who's to say they wouldn't take an opportunity to make a damn superhero game that I've been asking for the longest time? Where's the superhero game for Xbox?
Yeah.
Why Sony? Superhero game? Like, where's your Marvel game? Where's your DC game?
They have it.
That's exclusive. Was
exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. Yeah, they don't have nothing. Sony's dominating every avenue.
Ozzy doesn't really do the whole fanboy thing for the most part.
So. But the funny thing is, Sony's dominated every single conversation. Even a character that we all thought had the highest chance of going to Xbox, which is Wolverine.
Yeah,
is exclusive to PlayStation. Let that sink in for a second. What is Microsoft doing?
Yeah, it's one of those things where I was kind of hyped for the future of Xbox last year. So I literally waited in a torrential downpour of rain to buy myself an Xbox Series X. And now my Xbox Series X doesn't have a USB HDMI cord hooked up to it. It's collecting dust and
sad.
Yeah, I'm like, this is before I had like a gaming PC. Before I had one, I was like, oh man, things is starting to pick up. Like, I think we're at that moment. Wrong. And it's like, at this point, Xbox is just gonna have to prove to me that they're gonna come with the games that are good to great, because we don't really get on many games that live up to the expectations that they're hyped up to be by the Xbox fanboys and Xbox in general. They just don't live up. Halo should have been a no-brainer, fucking badass game.
Well, I don't even mention that. Yeah, I didn't mention that.
It's a shame. It's a shame what happened to that.
Yeah, it's like, and you know what? You could tell that the bones are there to make a great game out of it, but they just shit the bed with it. And it's like, I don't play the game. And then it's like, you have fucking 343 that's more concerned with virtue signaling and completely fucked that up royally. They absolutely fucked it up. You shouldn't be worried about virtue signaling. How about making a great game for everyone? That is for everyone. That's what you need to concentrate on doing. That's why you exist. That's why you have a job. And they haven't been able to produce that. They're slowly adding features to Halo, which is a positive. But look, man, I want Xbox to compete with PlayStation. I want them to have their reason to exist. And right now, besides, Game Pass is what the best value in gaming. That's the only. It's like, bro, you're the fucking bargain bin at Walmart. Like, that's not something to be proud of.
That's what it is.
It's cool. It's cool that people can have an entry level way of playing video games on a relatively reasonable price. But if that's the only thing you have to offer, you're at the fucking bargain bin of movies at your local Walmart.
I'm saying, like, people get upset when I say, "Yo, dude, we need the 360 era Xbox back. We need that back." Like crazy. We don't, because they're not going to ever compete. I'm like, bro, Microsoft has all the resources in the world to give you that type of heat. The problem is they lack the backbone to do this type of stuff. They're talking about, think about it. We've had more hardware releases than we did games.
Yeah,
on Xbox. Think about that.
Yeah.
They're we got a new Xbox Elite Series console. Hey, guess what? That's going to be enough for them. No. No. We need the next tier games. We need everything.
Yeah, and it's like, look, it's not me out of malice saying this shit. I want Xbox to be good, because at the end of the day, if the games are there, I want to be there to play the games. I don't give a fuck where they are. That's always how I've been. I've always been the type of gamer. I always had every platform, every generation to play whatever games. I even gave tries to platforms like the Wii, for example, which I hated, but I tried it because I want to have access to all the good games out there. Xbox, however, just doesn't have great games for me. And with fucking Obsidian's one of my favorite developers. they're working on 2 little bullshit ass games when I'm waiting for years for a avowed trailer that isn't the fucking
can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? All these dudes, like, it's the same thing with Starfield. Was it Starfield? Right? Yeah, Starfield. It's the same thing with Starfield. Dudes putting on this, like, these crazy expectations. Like, yo, guys, expect this. It's going to be this. I'm like, bro, how about we see the gameplay first before we start doing all this? That Starfield situation is a testament. Is why I said, dude, stop overhyping everything from the studios. Wait, but these same dudes will go, oh, but you guys in this panel, y'all hype for Wolverine. You know why we're hype for Wolverine? Because we've seen Insomniac's track record.
Yep.
Now I want y'all to chime in. What's the track record been for Xbox Studios? They've either been mid, trash, or somewhere in the middle. But there's never been like honestly, that crazy thing.
Another thing to voice is that the devs at Xbox, for example, when it comes to them, it's what they released before being acquired by Xbox. Like The Outer Worlds, I think is a great game, but that's before Xbox's leadership. I have to naturally be slightly concerned with The Outer Worlds too, because unfortunately, I've seen a track record with these dev studios run by Microsoft's management, and the games just don't live up to expectation. And I don't think, and when I see it's across multiple dev studios, I have to say this isn't necessarily a dev issue. I think it's more so seems to be a management issue. That's what I've gotten from Microsoft. Until further notice, I haven't really changed on that stance. I think that they have a serious problem when it comes to the leadership there. And I want good games. I'm a fan of The Outer Worlds, and I want to see The Outer Worlds 2 be a true successor to the original. So, and I want to see Avowed at some point. Can we see Avowed, please, at this Game Awards? If honestly, if they show that at the Game Awards, then I'm happy. Like, I don't really need much to be happy. I think that after 2 years of just the announcement trailer, to get a new trailer for Avowed, I think is
or Perfect Dark. Where the hell's Perfect Dark been?
I'm concerned with Perfect Dark. I don't even want to think about that.
I've heard,
dude, let's not even mention that. Please.
I've heard good things about it, though. I've heard good things. They say it's on the right track. So.
BK said, Game Pass getting Monster Hunter that saves me $20. I take it. Bro, Monster Hunter is worth buying. On PC, on my 3060, that game runs at like max settings, 1440p, 144 hertz. Why wouldn't you want to pay for something like that? You know, it's a great playing, great running game. It's worth a buy, honestly. I'm the type of person, I will play games on Game Pass, and if they're worth buying, I'll go out of my way to buy a physical copy, or I'll buy it, just to buy a copy, because I do want to support good games, and Monster Hunter is a good one. And Hustle Motivates Insomniac is proven. It's true. They are proven. For me, when it comes to Spider-Man, I liked the game the first time I played it. Is it replayable to me? Personally, not really, but it's still a quality game.
You're doing so well.
Man, look. Did you really have fun going through the walkthrough as Mary Jane and Peter Parker again?
All right. We can get rid of the Mary Sue. I get it.
Yeah, like, please get rid of these fucking things where I'm playing as Peter Parker walking through fucking bullshit. Like, I don't want that. That's what I appreciate about the older titles.
See, I know you like Spider-Man.
Play the video games and you swing around as Spider-Man the whole game. I'm not asking for much. That should be simple, right? Like, don't put me in these little story things. Make that a cutscene or something. Just let me live my bullshit without having to be the most annoying Mary Jane, I think, ever. So
Insomniac's doing Wolverine too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm interested in that for sure.
They're about to get that X-Men going. I can't wait.
Look. It's gonna be a lot to live up to X-Men Origins Wolverine the game. The movie sucks, but that game is fucking.
I never played it.
I'm hearing that it's rated R. This right here, this game, like they're going for that real mature rated. Good. So
I hope so. Wolverine would have to be mature.
I hope that they really do go all out with it. I hope it's the best game it could possibly be. I hope it does outdo X-Men Origins, but you do have to aim high because that is a really fun video game.
Do you think it's going to be an open world game like Spider-Man?
I don't think it should be. To be honest.
Honestly, yeah, I would go with not Last of Us style, but I would go with that third person like type of view, like
God of War style.
Because Wolverine's more of a tank.
But pull the camera back, all right? Please,
yeah.
Pull the fucking camera back.
Because he does drive a motorcycle, so that would make him. I don't know.
Yeah, he's more of a loner, like walking tank. The dude can just, heal. What I want to see though, I want to see if they do the mature rating. I want to see like if he takes damage, you can see like his bones, like metal, and then it heals. You see it heal. I would like to see some stuff like that.
That shit was in X-Men Origins.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to see that come back. I want to see it come back.
Amazing. I love it. It's just, if you're a Wolverine fan, and to be honest, you're more of an X-Men fan than I'm a Wolverine fan. I think they kind of put too much emphasis on Wolverine, but playing that game, it's like I want to be engrossed in Wolverine nonsense. Like I enjoyed it. So I'm excited for Wolverine. I'm excited to see what if they cross the line and go with X-Men officially, like with the video game. I'm excited to see what they can do.
I think they're gonna do the same thing they did with Spider-Man. Like it's gonna be at the end, like a teaser at the end. Like remember, like that scene we saw with the bar, like when we first saw the real. Like he gets pissed off. The dude sneaking up behind him, and the claws come out. I think he kills the dude, and probably Charles Xavier or Cyclops comes out. Just like that, like hello, like and she's something, maybe something like that. But there's a lot of cool stuff they can do.
Or you set the bar and Xavier can just like give him a message because he's telekinesis. He just gives him like a message.
There you go.
Neozoic brings up a great point that he heard that Wolverine's game's writer is the guy that wrote Spec Ops: The Line. That's interesting. I know Ozzy also a Spec Ops: The Line fan.
That's the only weird thing about it. It's like but again, I'm optimistic on how they do it. I really
trust me. It's. I mean, I think that we can establish that Spec Ops: The Line is pretty deep story. It's definitely hits home. It's pretty hard hitting story. Yeah. And also, X-Men in general has some of the most hard hitting stories. So it'd be interesting to see depth to the story for sure.
And the game can be linear, for sure. I'm okay with the game being linear. I'm wondering if they're gonna have evisceration though. That's the other thing.
Like executions.
Like him like cutting through everything, like metal and stuff like that, like stuff actually being able to be broken, like destructibility.
Alex First Evil brings back a throwback. He said the Deadpool game was lit. The Deadpool game was really short and it was really stupid, but it was really fun.
The villains are going to be interesting though. I mean, you got to have Sabretooth. That's just no brainer.
Yeah.
That might be the setup for the sequel. But he might be in there too, though. Because I think Hulk. Unless Hulk, it's either him or Hulk. It's going to be the
Hulk. Why would Hulk be a villain?
Because then they he's a fight.
He's
the arch rival.
The trailer teased Hulk.
Yeah, it did.
Really?
Yeah, it showed a comic, the original comic on the right side.
That'd be weird though. He's a hero. How do you do that?
So there's different storylines where different characters. It's like 60 fucking years worth of bullshit in comic books.
Yeah.
There's definitely times where heroes have had their moments. Let's just put it that way. And to be honest with you, Wolverine could be either a hero or an anti-hero or even sometimes a villain. Like it's, there's definitely been a lot of crossover between that character. It's not just.
Hey, what if X-23 is in this?
Personally, I don't care.
How dare you?
My love of X-Men is more so not like some of these newer characters.
Oh God!
Was Mr. Sinister one of his villains, or is that Gambit?
I mean, Oz, you know that my fucking PlayStation profile picture is fucking Jean Grey and Scott Summers kissing. Like that's that's my X-Men, my love of X-Men right there.
God!
I like some of the older school characters.
Yeah, hopefully they do it. Well, I know they're gonna do it. Game wise, they're gonna get it right. Movie wise, I don't know what they're gonna do with the MCU.
I want to know who his voice actor is gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it because the MCU, well, not the MCU, but the last movie version of the last movie version of Cyclops is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Sheridan.
He wasn't a bad Cyclops. It's just a portrayal, like the way they did him. Like he was like.
He said it was a bad portrayal of everybody. I mean, who in those, especially those last two movies, who had a good portrayal in that fucking thing?
I mean, the obvious standouts are Patrick for sure. Obviously, is Professor X, but I'm trying to think. Obviously, not Hugo, but. That's a huge.
Honestly, it's like with the last two films, they had to retread old ground when it came to Magneto. And it's like, look, Michael Fassbender's a great actor. I think he's a great Magneto, but you're retreading his storyline. Like you have nothing new to add to this character when it came to Apocalypse. So you just retreaded old ground. And then with Phoenix, look, the Dark Phoenix saga is my second favorite comic book storyline ever. And for them to shit the bed twice and somehow make me enjoy X-Men 3 just a little bit more with how fucking bad Dark Phoenix was, it's painful. It sucks. But.
Yeah, I mean, personally, like it felt like what's her name? Jennifer. What's her last name? I forgot. Jennifer Lawrence felt like she just wanted to be like she was begging to be killed off in that movie. The way she dies unceremoniously in that movie, she just dies so weird.
Hated portraying the character. She hated having to do the makeup. That's why there's so many reasons why Rebecca Romijn was a better fucking Mystique. First off, she gave a fuck about the character. Second off, she was originally a model and she knew how to body act. Like that was her strength. Like the original X-Men movie was her first movie ever, and she killed it because her body acting was peak. Like and
Jennifer Lawrence,
naked. That's important.
Jennifer Lawrence is the textbook definition of someone who bought into their own bullshit and became a terrible person as a result. Someone who just completely bought into their own hype after fucking Hunger Games.
Pretty much. Rebecca Romijn, it felt like she brought the fierceness, even in the fight scenes. I remember like the iconic fight scenes,
bro, where she slides underneath that door.
And gives a finger,
bro, she had
cool.
You know what? It's rare.
Even the shit with Nightcrawler, that shit still holds up well, and that's one of my favorite scenes from the X-Men. Like it was just dope. It's like, bro, like X2 is so underrated. It's like one of the best X-Men films, period. Even Days of Future Past. I thought Days of Future Past was really good. That's the one I put as my favorite because I thought X-Men First Class was good too, but I think Days of Future Past was like the last good.
First Class was pretty good in terms of it being relatively like respectful of the X-Men while also setting up for Days of Future Past. I like them both, honestly, but after Days of Future Past, like it just goes down the shitter.
I tell you what, Neo asked the question in the chat, who's worse, Jennifer Lawrence or Brie Larson? I will say this in defense of Brie Larson, at least to my knowledge, I've not seen a single quote for her where she's thrown her own family under the bus. Jennifer Lawrence has thrown her own family members under the bus multiple times. So on that alone, I might have to give it to Jennifer.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I've never heard anything bad about Jennifer Lawrence's family, personally, besides, like, her. So the fact that you're throwing your own family under the bus is kind of like, unless there's some information that comes out of them being truly bad people, it's kind of like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't trust you as a person. You never know, but she doesn't bring forth that information.
Where her mom forced her to be a actress and whatnot. Like she wrote that book, I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Yeah, I mean, like, but the thing is, it's like she explained that, so when you're explaining that, but like basically Jennifer Lawrence doesn't really give a really good reason as to why she hates her family.
She hates her family because even though she grew up in like Podunk, Kentucky, they're still Republicans, and that's a bad thing. It's like, well, you fucking think you're in Kentucky, you're like.
To me, it's like, okay, they're part of a different political party than you. I'm a fucking libertarian. I hate everybody, but guess what? I'm still tolerant of everybody.
It's like, did they diddle you as a kid? No, get the fuck over it. Like, stop whining.
It's crazy.
That's horrible. You're right, though.
Any final thoughts on this Microsoft Activision deal? My final thoughts are, fanboys, just fucking stop her.
Like this, can we get a new topic? That's my final thoughts. Please. Can we get a new topic? That's all I care about. Like, get a new topic.
I'm so glad we don't harp on this shit. This is the second podcast we've spoken about this. The first podcast is when the deal went down, and now it's this. The deal is in question.
People said I was harsh. Like I did on the show. It's like, oh, you harsh because you're talking about like this. But I thought you liked Xbox. You were cool. I'm like, listen, it's not about me not liking or liking Xbox. I'm tired of this damn topic. This topic is everywhere. Yeah. You cannot escape this dumb topic. It's stupid.
It's like there's only so much like I can
take
bring myself to talk.
Right. There's so much I can take. Like
I hate to say it's probably gonna happen.
But the thing is, I could talk about the deal when it was made because it's a big deal. Then now it's like the deal is in question. So it's like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, to be fair, this isn't like the Ezra Miller situation where it's like one day you talk about him, and then like the very next day some other wild shit would happen that you would haven't talked about. It just kept getting worse day after day.
No, that dude is sick. I'm sorry. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
He's got problems.
We already had to shit on Ezra Miller because a lot of people were pretending that he didn't do anything wrong. So
he's
still pretending. Still coming out.
I definitely put the kibosh in that bullshit personally because we don't forget here. But guys, I'm excited because The Witcher 3 is getting the next gen update, and the details have come out. So I'm gonna bring up these details.
This hope is not like GTA.
Society, is this gonna bait you into finally upgrading from your PS3? Fuck! I'm trying. I'm trying to give you a reason. Look, The Witcher 3 PS5. Look, all of the improvements. It's a lot, guys.
It's incredible. You're pretty much getting a brand new game.
How much is it though? Full price?
Free.
No,
it's free.
Free. It's just all you have to do is take out your PS4 copy and pop it into your PS5. And
that's how you do fan service. That's how you do fan service.
Exactly, bro. And it's like, look, Cyberpunk was.
That's how you kiss ass.
I think that's what they're doing. They're probably doing it because of the Cyberpunk. They're like this.
Yeah.
We don't.
We don't. Cyberpunk.
Yeah, we don't have the right to charge you after the Cyberpunk.
I mean,
we're sorry.
Though, if they would have charged, like, I bought the $10 upgrade for GTA. To me, it isn't like all that besides the 60 FPS, but $10 for the upgrade.
GTA 5?
Yeah. So I bought $10 for the GTA 5
you're part of the problem. You bought that.
To me, it's like the difference is it's like if you're making someone pay like fucking full price for a next gen upgrade. Like to me, it's bullshit. Same thing with Uncharted 4. I paid $10 for the upgrade. I mean, like they are putting in work. You know, I'm not saying that we deserve free things for people's work. So I get like the $10 upgrade, but they're doing this shit for free. That's pretty crazy. Personally, I would have paid the $10 like I did for Uncharted and for GTA 5, but I feel like they're doing more. So they have added new content to the game itself. It's based on the Witcher Netflix show. So if you guys are into that, there's definitely something there for you guys. New armor set based on the show. There's definitely like new weapons, items, and a photo mode. I saw the photo mode. That's pretty cool. That's a nice addition. And basically higher resolution textures, improved character models, improved environments.
And the best part of this shit is it's free. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
This is all no.
Okay.
We'll talk. Everything that you just listed here is icing on the cake. The fact that it's free is kind of the big deal.
Yeah,
it's free.
Like the thing is, what's crazy to me is how much work they put into this, and it's free. So you have the 30 FPS quality mode, 60 FPS performance mode. That's nice. Better draw distance, more foliage, denser grass, improved lighting effects. They have was it lighting? Whatever. It's the fucking I forget what the fuck they call that lighting, but ray tracing. So they're gonna add ray tracing to it. I think that's if you play at the 30 FPS thing, which I'm not doing because fuck that bullshit. If you're playing on the PS5, it is going to have haptic feedback and 3D audio, so that's really cool. Personally, I'm going to be playing this on my PS5, so I do have a physical PS4 copy. So I do also own it on PC, but apparently I'm hearing that you can you could send your progression across other like platforms.
That's cool.
So I'm looking to see if that if I see that here, but if that's the case, I'm definitely sending my progression over to PC to try that there as well. But this is you could filter the map, so if you want to remove all the bullshit icons you don't care about, that's really cool. It says you can pause the game during cutscenes. That's very nice. I appreciate that a lot. So full cross save and cross progression supported for all platforms. Full DualSense controller support, subtitles, blah blah. Okay, so they added new new language localization shit. Numerous gameplay adjustments. So there have been some like there have been some how do I say it like glitched storylines, and they said that they fixed that. So this is literally like really detailed remaster next gen upgrade. I'm excited. Like I have to go back to The Witcher 3. I don't know. BitCloud, are you planning to go back to it?
Not really a Witcher guy, but hey.
Nah, give it a try. I mean, this is like peak.
I might. Luca literally demanded I play this back then. I might give it a shot.
You should. Honestly, if you appreciate decent gameplay, great fucking storytelling.
I'm trying to avoid it turning into Red Hood as much as possible. So.
Honestly, like, look, for me personally, like, The Witcher does hold like this personal like love, because when my grandmother died, she was like my favorite person ever. I played that game obsessively because I didn't know how to deal with my situation. So that definitely got me through like really probably the shittiest point in my life. So I do appreciate The Witcher 3 for that. And it's really nice to see that The Witcher 3 is going to look more pristine than ever before. Oz, I know you didn't beat the game, but this is enticing.
I'm definitely
going
to go back.
All right. I want you to finish it. It's fucking awesome. It's an experience. It's like a game that you can truly immerse yourself in.
I just think Geralt, I hate to say it, I think Geralt's a boring character, but you know.
But he kind of reminds me of something like a Wolverine or a Batman sort of deal. He interests me. I like him. I think he's a freaking badass. Like, I
think he's more interesting than the fucking chick from Horizon.
I think everyone's more interesting than Aelin.
Don't say that. Boring. Whatever you do, don't say that out loud. People get offended.
Good.
I mean, look,
she sucks.
Oh Lord, don't say it out loud, please.
Oh, I said it way out loud. Damn. With my chest. Fuck that.
Is that chick the reason why we still haven't gotten another Killzone game? Because they're spending all their time on that bullshit.
Yeah, some bitch with a big forehead.
Damn. She's a cool character, but she is boring as hell.
Sarah Logan looking ass bitch.
She's boring as hell. I don't know. Like the first one, I was super invested. Second,
Ivan is seething in his seat. He's seething.
I have those characters. I just wanted them to shut the fuck up and let me play. They shut the fuck up and let me go.
Hey Dre, it be the facts though. It hurt though. It hurts for me to say it, but it is the facts. Like she's a good character, but damn, she couldn't carry Forbidden West for me. She wasn't for carrying Forbidden West. I was just going through it because I wanted answers, and when I beat it, I was like, okay, cool, it's a great game, but
yeah, it's a game.
It just didn't do nothing for me at the end.
Both games are beautiful. Like, they're genuinely beautiful. The gameplay is
pretty interesting. It's a good-looking game. I'll give it that. It's a good-looking game.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just, I can't quite put my hand on it, but it just doesn't grab.
It's just like killing robots with arrows. What the hell is that?
You know what's awesome about that game too? That game has the worst luck. When it drops, it always drops when there's like some crazy game that should not have anybody near it. Like the first time, Breath of the Wild. Second time, they thought it was a good idea to come out a week before Elden Ring.
You know, Sony's just kind of
in this sense.
In this sense, Sony, I guess, is kind of up its own ass a little bit, thinking that just because it's one of our games that it'll get by, it'll squeak by. It's like you're dealing with Zelda and fucking a Soul.
This killer be killed out here when it comes to gamers. They see a game they want, they gonna buy that game though. They'll wait for you. They'll wait for sale.
But you're not gonna compete with Zelda. There's only one person who can compete with Zelda. That's Mario. That's it.
You're not wrong, man. It's just like Zelda and Mario have held, like, they've lasted test of time. Let's just put it that way. They have.
What was the last sales figures for that game, dude? That's the crazy thing. That's how you know it's kind of bad. They ain't seen no sales figures. The sales figures for Horizon. Yeah. What was the sales figures?
I don't know.
Not that good.
Yeah, nobody knows. It's like the same thing for what was that other PS5 game they dropped with the other Karen?
Oh, the other Karen.
The game that you love, apparently, Big Cloud.
What game?
Oh, you don't even want to talk about Returnal.
Oh, it's Returnal. It's a different story.
You mean Ellen DeGeneres the game?
Oh my god! Ellen DeGeneres.
Returnal's a different story. I already knew that the dudes that hyped that game up weren't gonna buy it. shout out to House Run, they good people, but I knew a lot of dudes that were captain for the game weren't gonna buy that joint. They're like, "Oh, it's so good. Oh, you don't understand it because you guys are dumb." And I'm like, "Why don't you show your damn gameplay?" I don't gotta show nothing to you. Yeah, okay. So I knew they were gonna play that, but I think that game has a good possibility to do even better on PC when it drops officially. I'm waiting for that PC.
Yeah, I think that's a game that PC players would get behind. It's kind of like more up the PC players' alley. Personally, like I said, unless I can mod Ellen Ripley into it, I don't really give a fuck. Until then, we shall see.
Yeah, give it a week. Give it like 2 weeks. You'll see Ellen Ripley's face on it.
That's what bro.
Like
give
2-3 weeks.
Give me Alien or Aliens, Ellen Ripley, or both, and I'll be like,
oh
okay,
yeah, put xenomorphs in the sky or something like that. You're fighting against. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope.
That would be insane. It's like, how didn't they think to do that? Is kind of what's crazy to me, you know?
What's crazy to me is that we don't have Alien Isolation 2. That's what's crazy to me. Alien Isolation scared the shit out of me when I played that. But I was like, this is what I wanted. That scared the fuck out of me.
It scared me off. I can't beat that game. I can't beat it. It's fucking
you're
horrible.
You're a bum.
No, but it's
how far did you get? How far did you see? You called me a bum. How far did you get?
Not that far.
I was saying, did you know that damn face huggers are in that shit? Face huggers are in that damn game. Bro, you can actually miss a shot and the damn face hugger will grab your face and then you die. So I'm like, bro, I love the damn game.
If they made a sequel for the fucking VR2, I probably would get a VR2 just to play that because that would be amazing.
Isolation. Oh hell yeah! I'd be all in.
Could you imagine?
Fucking heart attack and die. What are you talking?
Could you imagine? Because like having some type of rumble effect in the headset where it actually feels like there's a face hugger coming at you.
Feel the creaks and cracks at the damn aliens run because like it has like those heavy footsteps and it walks around. But I loved it though because like I love how the alien like it knows you're in a corner. But it plays those games like it'll walk away and then it'll turn and they come back. I love that. I love when it does that. I was like, bro,
that game got such a bad rap from reviewers just because they're fucking assholes. Like honestly,
they give it because of the backtracking. They did it because of the backtracking. It's a long game, but even with the backtracking, I didn't give a shit. It was so good.
They were complaining the game is too hard. It's like I'm tired of fucking.
Oh god, yeah. Dude said that with Cuphead. Remember the dude couldn't get past the tutorial? I hate this game. So 3 out of 10. I'm like.
Yeah,
bruh. Come on, dude. Stop it.
I'm tired of that excuse of games. You know, they don't have to all be designed based on difficulty options or just it has to be easy for everyone to get through it. And it's like all these reviewers always bring out the disabled community when it comes to this shit. Are you yourself disabled? No? Then shut the fuck up. One thing I know about individuals.
I'll say something. I'm disabled. I don't give a fuck. I like a challenge.
I give Sony props for having like the accessibility settings and everything like that. I love that they did that for everybody. But what I don't like is the fact that they took all the challenge.
Yeah.
So look at Last of Us, the original, like the game that came out on PS3 and I guess PS4. Look at the trophy list and everything you got, right? And compare that to the remake.
Yeah. Right.
They took all the challenge stuff out the game. You just literally just do collectibles. I'm like, what is the point of me paying this again? $70 for this, and I don't even have I can't challenge myself. Oh, but you got a speed run mode. Who the hell cares about a speed run mode? There's no point of doing it. So challenge, there's no trophy behind it. What's the point?
It's just weird as fuck to me. Look, man. All I'm saying is, look, reviewers. If the game is too hard for you, just admit to that. But don't be like, oh, it's too hard for me. But we have to think about the disabled people. It's like, bruh. One thing I know about individuals that are disabled, they don't want to be treated like they're disabled. They want to be treated like everyone else. And there's some disabled people that do need those disability options, which is great. I think that it's great to offer them for sure. But don't be using disabled individuals as a means for you to make your job easier. Okay,
that's why it's called. What we called it back then, we called it hand holding. Most of the games now, are doing something we complained about back in the PS3 gen, hand holding. Yep. Remember how God of War 3 was? God of War 3 didn't hold your hand. You just went balls to the fucking wall and you went all out and you fought. Your first fight is one of the best fights in gaming history, and that's with Poseidon.
Yeah, I never played it.
Oh man, you missed out on.
I need to play it as well. That's what I'm actually planning to play at some point.
Because, play that. Yeah,
because I'm like bored of games that are like overly cinematic. Like I'm over it, sort of deal. I just want games that just are straight up all about gameplay first and foremost. Like that's just where I am.
And that's another thing too, Berserk. You're right about that. The dudes who were sitting there going, "Oh, Returnal's too hard. I can't beat Returnal," but they claim they gained all the way back in the 90s and 80s. Hustle, if you still in the chat, wasn't those games harder than Returnal?
Hard as fuck.
Yep.
Do I need to bring up The Lion King on the Sega?
How can I bring it? Do I gotta bring up Ghouls and Ghosts?
Do I need to bring up Toy Story on the damn Sega?
Like
sure. Fuck that. Can I bring up Darkwing Duck on the NES?
Who couldn't beat Toy Story on the Sega?
That shit was impossible when you were a kid, but I beat that shit.
Yeah.
I jumped. I fucking cheered like, yes!
Yeah, like you really had to earn your bonus back then. And I was saying, like, look, honestly speaking, there have been some games in my lifetime I never beat just because they were too hard. And guess what? That's fine. It happens. It fucking happens, and it's not a bad thing. We try our best
I get it,
to
though.
get through that shit.
Yeah, I get it, though. If you need an easy difficulty, that's fine. I'm all for it. But I don't like the fact that the whole game, the whole project, the whole vision has to suffer.
Not even that.
Cater to you. I don't like that. Yeah.
Industry, every single game to be the same.
I don't want that.
Because not everything is for everybody. It's just not.
And that is the absolute facts. Not every game's for everybody.
Yeah, guys, but
I can respect if I can respect the art and I can respect the challenge, but if it's not for me, it's not for me. This is not. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm excited for The Witcher 3, but we definitely got to move on. And I know that everyone's been wanting to talk about wrestling, so we're finally here.
I already finished God of War. I just platinumed it live.
Oh, did you talk about the Mario movie?
Good shit. What's up?
So you
We're gonna talk about the Mario movie, right?
Yeah, that's like actually the last thing. But
okay.
Look, it's interesting because with the whole debacle with CM Punk, on AEW, he got removed from the cover of WWE Fight Forever.
So, tired.
That's definitely concerning for Punk's future with AEW. But also, it's worth noting, there was a big rumor that came out like a week or two ago where they were essentially saying that AEW Fight Forever was going to be a Game Pass game, and everyone got super excited. And just for like an hour later, the AEW Games Twitter account to come out and say, yeah, that's not happening. If you want to play the game, better buy the game. I'm of the belief this game isn't going to do too well. I know, Society, you and I both heard that the game took like 3 times the planned amount of money to make. And
I mean, it's gotten to the point where I've heard that this game is probably going to end up costing him about, 80 to 100 million when it's all said and done, which is like, bro, how do you think you're gonna earn that money back on AEW fans? Like, you think they're really gonna buy this game like 4 times in order for you guys to break even? Like,
I think they'll be fine with that game. I think they'll be fine. I think
it's a bold approach.
Let's be real. Look, so to be fair, full disclosure, I used to be super into AEW. I'm not very much anymore.
Oh
when
no!
Even when I was super into AEW, I may have seen some pay-per-views, may or may not. Never paid for one of them. Just saying.
One particular. It's funny. Like, okay, so I was talking about this to the guys. There's one match in that game. Y'all remember that ridiculous dud? It was like the exploding barbed wire match.
Yeah.
Where like the little sparks went off, I was like, boom. I'm like, that's it. They actually put that in. That's cool. But if I'm going off of the roster, if I'm going off of what I've seen mechanic wise, this is everything that I wanted 2K to do. And then some. This is literally Ukes back and forth. And I think Ukes, keep in mind, Ukes, their legacy when it comes to wrestling games is second to none. I think a lot of people will buy it strictly off of the fact that Ukes is involved. Yeah.
But how many, this is going to be like a secondary, wrestling organization. How many wrestling fans do you think are really out there that are going to spend top dollar on this video game at this point? Because outside of the WWE games, the only other company that I think TNA did a game, 2008 maybe? I think that one did between 1 to 2 million copies.
Let's keep it a buck. TNA never had a chance.
Okay, don't try to downplay TNA to prop up AEW because the reality of the situation is that we're dealing with even less fans now than TNA had then.
If we're going by facts here, the TNA didn't have the backing to do
something. It did. The owner was a billionaire. Are you kidding me?
When the game dropped, he left.
But their game still sold 1 to 2 million copies. How many copies did they sell? I think it was close to 2 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Not only that, the game was ass on top of that. This is a different story in terms of what we're seeing here. Quality.
It's going to be. I think though, when it comes to with Game Pass, I think it would have been a good move for the exposure if it would have went to Game Pass.
I tell you what, though, if I'm Triple H, I'm going to go. I mean, this should just be what they'll never do this because I know how this company works. As you all know, you would have Vince ain't there anymore. They'll never do this. But if I'm Triple H, I'm going, okay, if they're not going to do it, we'll do it. We'll put
But the thing is, when the rumor came out that AEW Fight Forever was coming to Game Pass, a lot of people were like, I had no interest in getting the game, but this is actually a great thing. I definitely gonna give it a try. And then when they came out, and they're like, it's a good time to share that, we don't anticipate AEW Fight Forever being part of monthly gaming subscription service. And
I mean, if I'm Triple H, I'm getting rid of I'm getting out of the 2K deal as fast as possible because they're too much of a liability, and I'm hitting up Ukes. That's what I'm doing. I'm going back to my roots, but
not in Ukes. I'll buy Ukes.
I mean, hell, I will buy a legit, whatever needs to be done. If they need a funding, they need a studio extension, I will throw the funds their way so that we can get Ukes back into making WWE games. Because 2K, don't get me wrong, the latest one, the newest one, is better. It's a better game.
Because they actually took 2 years to make it.
Yeah, they actually made it. The last time they just threw it out there, was like, it's good. I don't care that the face is melting and glitching. It's fine. Throw it out there.
The fucking ring ropes are glitching, going up and down, and everyone's
No. My favorite part was when they turned into little crabs and their arms
shit,
and they were like they're bent over, rolling around. I'm like, huh?
What is this?
By the way, the TNA game sold 1.5 million copies. That was the official number.
This game's going to sell more than 1.5 million.
You sure about that? Dude, have they even shown they have 1.5 million fans anywhere?
The TNA game actually had better graphics. And better graphics too.
What are the ratings lately for AEW? Because
AEW is averaging about 900,000 viewers.
After this Wednesday, they said that they tanked heavy
too, but it's been around 1 million and something.
No, they're about 900,000.
Not every show. Not every show.
Yeah, their average for the year is 900,000.
Since when it comes to Triple H, like Triple H or hate Triple H, since he's been implemented, a lot of people are showing a bit more interest in WWE and kind of just
because
they had it for a while, but then they lost it again.
Well, weird wrestling fans. It's really weird.
It's what he did with NXT. Everybody loved NXT under his complete control at what he did. You know what I mean? The takeovers were better than WrestleMania. You know what I mean? They were so good. Even the Finn Balor stick when he was in the paint and all that, all those takeovers, they were fired. They were special. So that's why everybody's excited for him being in the, being the guy in charge. But still, it's going to take time. You still got to build towards Nikki Cross is no longer a superhero. She's back to being a psycho, which is what we all wanted. Sarah Logan, was it not Sarah Logan? Is Sarah Logan? I forget. I think it's Sarah Logan. She's back.
Yeah.
They're bringing back so many people.
It's look, man. I think Sarah Logan was cool when she was part of Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan's little faction, but they never did anything. I don't think Sarah Logan.
Oh, she's super awesome now. You should check her out.
The new fucking characters, the new stable that they got with Bailey, I think is a fucking
Damage Control. Which, by the way, is a nod to the EMT.
Yeah,
that, to me is just bullshit. My thing is, it's to hardcore NXT fans, and I was really, really into NXT. We like some of these wrestlers, but to the overall like wrestling fan base, they don't really fuck with the shit that NXT fans.
You know what it is too? Most of the people that got brought back, like Mia Yim, Karrion Kross, all these characters got killed to the point where nobody wanted to see them again by Vince. Yep. That's the thing too,
and it's sad.
And that's why they have to build those characters back. Like Karrion Kross, when I saw him in NXT, I was like, "This dude's gonna be the future." Then he comes.
No, I fucking hated.
I thought he was gonna be the future. I thought Tommaso
Ciampa look like a joke. I was so fucking mad.
If we're going by just that build that they like to push with the Triple or the Vince McMahon era, you like those big the dudes looks like Goliaths. You think this dude's future was set, right? What happened? His first day on actual television, he loses to Jeff Hardy, and he's the champion. Then the next
one, he made him look like a joke. He put him with his dominatrix.
He came out look like he looked like Shredder. He looked like Shredder with the mask on. It's they killed him.
He looked like a MILF stripper. It was weird.
Dude, they even screwed up. Vince even screwed up something that I thought had all the potential in the world. Yeah, I remember when Edge went back to being a heel. and he came back as Judgment Day. He first started doing the Judgment Day gimmick. Vince
no,
wanted to add supernatural. Yeah, he wanted to add supernatural gimmicks. Like Edge's like, no, I'm not adding no supernatural gimmicks. I'm an evil badass. I want to have cathedral-esque vibes. They're like, no, we don't want that. Okay, here's the gimmick. I'm gonna do my own thing. And he came back as this brood. It's like,
I think it's worth noting.
But here's my problem, and I've heard this from so many people. Is that I think people have gotten to this groove over the last few years, and this even goes back to when CM Punk was in the company. Everyone has gotten so used to blaming all of their problems on Vince McMahon that they just automatically assume that the next guy coming in is going to be the savior. Here's the reality of it: is that Triple H right now is doing a lot of the same things that Tony Khan has done with AEW, where it's kind of the moment of, hey, this guy's coming in, and now he's really gonna show his true potential. But after a while, everything just kind of goes back to where it was when the guy first got there, because you have two guys who don't know how to market pro wrestling outside of the pro wrestling match. And it's like, okay, like bringing these guys back into the company, like Mia Yim and Dakota Kai and all these people. It's like, that's great for pro wrestling fans. Like, can you do anything outside of that little bubble? Because once the 2-week period is over and everyone's like, oh, this person is back, I wonder what they're going to do. That interest is going to go. And then there's just going to be another guy on the roster. And it feels like almost everyone who's come back already is just another guy on the roster right now.
Yeah, they weren't set up to like a level of CM Punk when he came back to AEW. Like, we came through AEW, you know, with the hints, the subtle type. There wasn't like nothing like that. They just showed up. You know what I mean? It's a random show. Yeah. Oh, look, it's me and Yim. Oh my God, Karen. Like, no, bring them back at pay-per-views. Make the moment worthwhile. Like, granted,
the Good Brothers just came back 2 weeks ago, and everyone forgot about them already.
Yeah, look at Bray Wyatt's run. Bray Wyatt came back at a pay-per-view. The reason why it hit different, it was at a pay-per-view that people were expecting for him, but also it was just a better, you know what I mean, a way of going about it. They had a whole segment for him, presentation for him.
But that's how even then they've kind of dropped the ball, because ever since then, all he's come out and do is just cut the same promo over and over again. After 2 months, people are like, okay, where is this going? Like, this has to be going somewhere. Like, you can't just go out there and cut a rambling promo for 2 months, because then people are like, okay.
Yeah. The thing is, like honestly, and this is, you know, a female's perspective, they put so much into women's wrestling, and most of these women are genuinely fucking terrible.
Trash.
And Dre brings up a great point. He thinks that toxic attraction is better than damage control. Why is it? I personally
That's not even a controversial opinion.
Well, the thing is, we used to laugh at Mandy Rose. Deservingly so. She was a fucking joke.
She was terrible, but she reinvented herself to a badass. She's good.
But the thing is, she's still not a good wrestler. But she has the gimmick. She has all the other necessary parts.
Well, that's the other thing too. Legit. It's like people kind of live and die on this idea that, oh, you need to be a good wrestler in order to be a star. It's like, no, you need to have character and personality in order to be a star.
Tori Wilson is an example of that.
Hell, you can look at a guy like MJF. MJF has some great 5-star match that you guys have sung his praises about?
No. He's known for his promos and his work outside. Like, that's what he's known for.
Exactly, but that's the type of stuff that gets you over in pro wrestling, and a lot of people miss that.
Yep, that's why Toxic Track's so good. Like, Mandy's great on the mic. She's good.
Yeah, like the thing is, it's like, look, I was all for the whole women's revolution. I thought it was cool until I realized it's just, oh, WWE just figured out how to market women's wrestling, and that's why they're pushing the shit. It's not genuine because every barrier that was put in front of women's wrestling.
Here's the wild part too.
WWE themselves.
Here's the wild part too. I don't think Sasha Banks is coming back. She filed the new trademark and everything. I don't think they're going to get her coming back.
To be honest,
here's the thing with Sasha. She's actually wanted to leave for a while because she initially didn't want to get the vaccine that the company was enforcing at the time. That's why a lot of people left and got fired, because they didn't get the vax, and she was one of them. Now she eventually caved and got the thing, which I thought was bad on her part. But now she's stuck in the position where she wants to leave, but they got her on like another 2 or 3 years in her contract, so it's like they can't, and they're definitely not going to get rid of her and let her go to another company. So she's just kind of stuck.
Yeah, TNA Knockouts. I remember the OG TNA Knockouts. That was bad. Like the Angelina Love, ODB was fire.
That was like one of the heights of women's wrestling, way before WWE was
when Mickey James dropped. I was like, bro, that elevated it to me.
Back then. The thing is, what's crazy is, like, you put all this work into upping the women's division, but really the most iconic characters to me in WWE women's wrestling are the fucking Divas era characters. They've been way better and more interesting and more memorable to me.
And that's the thing, like, people talk about, like, oh, the women's revolution. They finally took the women seriously in, like, what was it, like 2016 when Stephanie started marketing it. Yeah. It was like, no, they finally started taking women's wrestling seriously back when China was around. And then after that, they, what's his name? Fit Finlay came to WWE and started training the divas how to wrestle. So they started working with, like, Trish and Lita and Victoria. And the women's wrestling actually got better around that period. But no one ever gives that period credit because, oh, well, they were still having bra and panties matches, though. But it's like, yeah, but they were still better.
They still had personality.
And China was one of a kind in the chat. You're right.
Yeah.
About
that.
She was one of a kind. She had it all. She had the look. She had that presence. You were just like, yo, you were just mesmerized. You're like, damn, this woman is gorgeous. But she was
rare.
She had the Andre effect.
Back then, it was rare when you seen a woman that was like that, like super jacked, super,
but also just like easy to pass as a model. You know what I mean? She just looks so good. I was like, oh damn, this woman looks amazing.
And she was someone who you can actually put up against like one of the guys. You could actually believe.
And believable.
Yeah,
it's believable.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Now we got like Becky Lynch trying to do like her third iteration of a Conor McGregor impersonation. It's like we stop with this shit.
You call it a Conor McGregor. What did I call it? I didn't call it Conor McGregor. Was it Conor McGregor? She had these weird ass suits. So stupid.
I can't. I'm sorry. The man gimmick. I was cool with it when it first started. I thought it was interesting because back when she took that blow and her nose was broken, shit. That was like that was awesome. Honestly,
that was awesome, man.
But it's like when you realize that the scripted writing is fucking terrible for her. The man gimmick, just I hated it.
And here's the other part. It's like
Lady
she's
Gaga,
not a great actor either, so it's not like her non-script.
I was calling Becky that Lady Gaga joint. I don't know if y'all caught on to it. That's what basically she was.
Did you see her as Cyndi Lauper on The Rock show? It wasn't great.
Yeah. No, what? Not good.
See, it's like why do you put yourself through this? One thing that pains me when it comes to wrestling nowadays is that all of these wrestlers of modern day just come off like they want to be someone else. You see them dressing up as the true greats of the past. They won't be remembered like any of the people that they look up to. But the problem is they're too busy. Like they're like, I'm a fan of this person and that person. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Make your own gimmick and make it work. You know, like if you can't do that, you're not going to be remembered. You're just going to be remembered like a fan of wrestling that actually got to be a wrestler. And it's like, to me, that's worthless in the grand scheme of it all, you know?
Yep. I mean, and another thing, why are we still having a women's Royal Rumble? You don't even have 30 women signed to the company. Why are we doing this? Like every year you got to like dig up like Jacqueline or fucking like, Mickey James in order just to have a fucking 30 women Royal Rumble.
I'd rather see them than all these motherfuckers signed to the roster.
Like even Trish like what, 50, I think? She's
got to be like 45. She's up.
But Trish is up there and Trish still looks amazing and does put on a show. I'm like, bro. But I'm like, that's just natural talent right there. But still, how many times you gonna rely on Trish, Tori Wilson? They bring back Kelly every damn time.
Shit, they brought back Lita last year, and she's like 47.
Yeah, it's like how long you gonna rely on these old school women? They're not it. They're not it. They
are it. They're the only.
They were it. They were it.
Royal Rumble I watched. I was expecting them to bring way more women's wrestlers from the past because
they brought the OG referee. I forgot her name. The chick that was in the referee outfit. I was like, damn. I was surprised. That's why she even was still alive. But she came. I'm like, damn. Okay, Super Molly. Or Molly Holly.
Molly Holly's awesome.
I love Molly Holly. I'd rather see Molly Holly in modern day than the 90% of the fucking shitty ass women's.
You'll never see again. You'll never see Stacy Keibler.
Never again. I'd rather see Stacy Keibler.
Stacy Keibler went out with George Clooney. So like she ain't never coming back to wrestling ever again.
Oh man, let's not forget about Stacy Keibler. Golly.
I tell you what, though, I'll put this over because Dre asked, what'd you think of Jade Cargill? I think Jade Cargill is a perfect example of how presentation can make somebody a star.
You know what it is, though? Jade Cargill just can't wrestle. She's like, she can't wrestle as much as I thought she could. I thought she was going to get, because every show, y'all think about it, every match she does, she botches every goddamn thing. How do you
there's
not
other
get
women
this
who botched too, who've been wrestling
Not every
for
match. Not every match.
I mean, so here's the thing, because I know you guys found out about this. There's been this hashtag about fire Ronda Rousey that's been trending all week.
Ronda Rousey's garbage.
Because here's the problem. Because when she was doing her match with Shotzi last week, they were doing some stupid ass spot where she was trying to do some flying DDT on the turnbuckle, and they didn't like the way that Ronda sold it because Ronda didn't want to fucking go down to the floor and show some bullshit. DVT. It's like, so everyone was blaming Ronda for that shit, and then they started posting like other women doing it that she did in like NXT with. It's like, well, that shit still looks shitty than the one you're fucking complaining about. And Shotzi's known for doing fucking dumb, unnecessary shit that gets herself and her opponents hurt. So it's like, why everyone throwing Ronda under the bus for that shit?
I loved Shotzi when she first came to NXT. I thought she was fucking awesome. But then you realize that
she became a jobber.
She is she's a fucking problem at some time. Like, how is it like having a match with Candice LeRae should be like simple. Like, Candice LeRae makes wrestling look easy. How are you making major fucking botches constantly with Candice LeRae? I don't get it. Like,
the
clearly
only thing
there's something wrong.
Is that damn tank. And people thought that was gonna get her back over, that stupid ass tank when she comes out. But it's like, bro,
she's a goth chick with giant tits. That's all she is.
She's a what?
She's just a goth. She's a goth punker rocker chick with giant tits. That's what her got her over.
Oh, she's a chick with tats. Like, she's like the modern
at least she isn't
like selling her likable woman. At
least she isn't selling pictures of her poop for fucking weirdos anymore. So there's that.
Yeah, give her time.
We've gone, like, our topics, like, every topic is just led on to a bunch of crazy ass conversations.
Well, the moral of the story is CM Punk's a bitch. He's always gonna be a bitch. He's gonna die a bitch.
Yeah. And here's the funny thing: if Triple H does reinstate this man to come back to WWE, if he does, it's gonna be up there with Trump coming back to Twitter type of shit. It's gonna like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Dude,
why?
Here's the thing. Like, was years ago too. Like, when they brought Punk back to that Fox show, Fox was trying to get WWE to re-sign Punk. They even went as far as to say, "Hey, we'll pay his salary so that way it doesn't even have to come off your books." WWE had to tell Fox, "Look, we ain't bringing this dude back. So you can stop asking us. You can ask us another 1,000 times. We ain't gonna do it." So, like, I don't know what more you want us to tell you. Like, he's not coming back because people in the locker room do not like that dude at all.
They do not like him. Even like if Chris Jericho is calling you a cancer to the locker room, you know that's
nobody likes Punk. Roman don't like him. Owens don't like him. Miz don't like him. None of those dudes like that dude.
That's crazy. So. And shout out to the real MVP of AEW. Can we just give that man his flowers? Can they, John Moxley? Mm-hmm. That is the MVP of AEW.
I tell you, this one don't.
He's carried them.
That is the guy.
AEW at their super low. So.
Yeah, I always say this though. I think Mr. Moxley might be on the juice again or on the sauce again. So I want to take another break. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, the amount of bumps he's been taking just to get that carrying that damn company by itself. I mean, shit.
Hustle. That's why Shotzi's look too. She's interesting to look at in terms of like her visual appearance. Obviously, the green hair, the tattoos. I mean, she's looking a lot of guys nowadays seem to really like in a woman. But she's just a terrible fucking wrestler.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's the problem. Is like you have a girl who has an interesting look. She has an interesting personality. You need to figure out how to utilize her that's outside of the fucking wrestling ring. And no company can seem to figure out how to do that because they can't get their minds off of, well, what about the match? It's like you don't have to, not everyone has to be a fucking great wrestler, especially when you already have 200 fucking people on your roster who are great wrestlers.
Is Shotzi involved in any form of stable?
No,
not the moment.
Why is it that you have the fucking stable with Bailey, the ultimate fucking face that pretends to be a heel? That's complete bullshit, and not someone like Shotzi.
Hey. Oh, who they go to partner with? Nia Jax.
Nia Jax has been gone.
I'm saying who they gonna partner with? They gonna bring Nia Jax back.
Don't be surprised if they bring Nia Jax back for the Rumble. They need the spots.
What if she comes back, Nia Jax? I'm not even gonna lose my shit. I'm just gonna laugh my ass off.
If she comes back, it's like I guess low key Triple H really doesn't like women because clearly he wants them all to die against Nia Jax because talk about fucking botches that are really really bad and detrimental to people's health. Like she's fucking terrible. Not for nothing. They should have been gotten rid of her way before they actually did. You know, I understand that being a family with The Rock gets you a long way. But I think that they didn't pull the trigger.
If they do bring her back, that'd be funny. The crowd, as soon as her beat drops, they start saying "my hole, my hole." My hole.
You know what the scary part is? She never exactly specified which hole. So
No. Oh my god. Well, anyway, yeah, CM Punk is a bitch. He's probably gonna be in the game, but he got axed from the
I don't know. The game got delayed.
He's not in it. They took him off the cover of the game.
Yeah, they took him off the cover. I'm not sure if they're taking him out of the game.
They replaced him with MJF.
Because even what's his face is gonna be in the game. To do this with WWE now. The fuck is his name? Cody Rhodes. Yeah, he's gonna be present in the AEW game. So I'm assuming that Punk will probably be in the game, but he ain't on the cover no more. He ain't the cover boy. It's over.
You know what's fucked up though? FTR is not in the game.
Really?
They're not in the game, and what's in the game?
I mean, there's been rumors that FTR has been beefing with the Bucks like almost since they got there. So
yeah, that might have.
I don't know what's up with AEW. Honestly, I see more people getting off that train.
They're turning Impact.
They really
nobody watches Impact though.
The problem,
nobody watches Impact.
But it's crazy, bro. Impact is like that company that's like they're a roach.
It's a cockroach.
That's legit a roach. Like stop it out.
Everything.
I will give Impact this though. I'll give them this. The only thing Impact got right was their title designs. Their title designs are pretty cool. Like their titles have actually gotten better and better. Even with the new rebranding, I thought they looked good. WWE reportedly is changing the titles for theirs. Thank God. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it needs to happen ASAP.
They're not going to get rid of the big logo though. Because the reason why they got the current titles is because when they send it the sports stars, like the sports stars can hold up their belts and be like, oh, that's free promotion for us.
Well, I think it's going to – I'm talking about, like, the style of it. You know what I mean? Like, at least change the style of it. Like, they'll bring back the eagle design or something, you know? But you can still have that look. It's fine. But make it look more presentable.
Because right now, you just want to get a big-ass W. Back the winged belt.
The WWE title design has been trash ever since, the Undisputed title from, like, 2002? That was, kind of like the last good one that they had.
Put respect on the spinner belt.
I'm a sucker for this belt.
The OG, I'm talking about the OG spinner belt before they got that Cuban zirconium looking bullshit they used. I'm talking about the one that was shiny, that pristine looking motherfucker when he first showed it off. That was one of the dopest reveals. I'm like, that shit is heat.
See, the problem was Cena should have been the only person to use that belt. Like, when they started putting it on like Edge and Orton and Triple H and shit.
You know why they did it? You know why they did that? It was the top seller. It was like the number one thing that sold out. Like his merchandise up there was Stone Cold in terms of selling out. Like he was up there. That's why Edge had this rated R spinner. Instead of having a red belt, he had like the same thing with a little red spinner thing. And it's like, come on, man. Like, give him his own.
That shit lasted like 3 weeks.
I think it's safe to say it's more interesting to talk about the old days or WWE fucking up than talking about AEW. I'm sad to have to say it, and I like some of the wrestlers at AEW. Like I still have
do too. Like I love MJF. I love Darby.
I do love Darby. I do love Orange Cassidy, but I think Tony Khan.
You know where AEW fucked up?
Look, I think Tony Khan is a bitch, and because of that, the company's not going to survive. You need someone that has at least a pair of balls on it. Okay, like that's
you got all this talent. You would think all this time. You know what's funny? They're even screwing up with Thunder Rosa. How the hell are you screwing up with Thunder Rosa?
She's gone already.
Because all the catty bitches in AEW's locker room don't like her anymore. Get along. So that's why.
I'm saying Britt Baker needs to get fucking put in her place.
Mm-hmm.
She does.
But she ain't gonna get put in her place by Tony. So who's gonna do it?
No, Tony Khan. Everyone puts Tony Khan in his place. I'm convinced. Okay, with the way that Punk had that press conference and just made Tony Khan look like a bad.
Did y'all see the meme? Did y'all see that moment which became a meme when CM Punk was going off? You know, he's all blessed. I work with some fucking children. You know, fuck them all. Yeah. I'm the best thing that ever happened. You guys see? You got Tony drinking the water like he's taking that dumb weird ass sausage. He's like, oh boy, why is he doing this? I'm like, bro.
Everyone. The thing was when everyone was talking about it, everyone was talking about like CM Punk. I'm just like, look, guys, let me show this footage again. Look at how the fucking owner, the dude running the show, is acting.
Vince would never let that happen. No way in hell.
No, that's the one thing about Vince that's important. Like he really
would have
would
fucking
never
roasted
let
him
that
on
happen.
national television.
Yeah, like I don't like the TBS. I don't like the TBS title design, but I do love what they did with the TNT title. Like that title looks dope. That title gets better and better each time we see it. The AEW World title's fire, but it's like all their titles are fire. Even the North Atlantic one, or
that's probably the best looking belt.
Yeah, they got the best looking titles right now in the industry. It's just they gotta get their shit on track in terms of how they handle their shows, their talent, everything. If they can't do that, what's the point of all these dope ass titles?
I mean, this was definitely a down year. This was definitely a down year for AEW because it felt like the structure and all the drama started taking away from the show.
Yeah,
and they haven't. Yeah.
And Ring of Honor. And Ring of Honor is another problem too. It's like, dude, can we hurry up and get this deal going so we can stop putting the Ring of Honor?
That's the problem, though. He can't get a deal for Ring of Honor. Like what happened was that he put the belt on Jericho, thinking that by presenting Jericho as the champion, that would swing a deal for a Ring of Honor on television. But he can't get one, and they don't want to just come out and say that. Look, Warner doesn't want to put Ring of Honor on television. That's why they don't have a TV deal yet. And to be honest with you, they haven't even renewed AEW yet, even though their deal's coming up at the end of next year or in 2024.
Alex vs. Evil is asking, do you think WWE will buy AEW? And no, because AEW is killing itself. That all WWE has to do is wait it out. And Vince knew this. Look,
if there's money there, and Triple H will buy it.
Why? Why? Yeah. It's killing itself out. What's the point?
How y'all feel about MJF's new title belt? Like it's basically the same thing.
It's the same belt, but they just did a brown, like a brown like strap to it. Yeah, so I mean it's decent. I mean I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I can't tell the change.
Is it like his?
It looks like it's kind of like the same. The brown of his scarf.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
No, but it doesn't have like the little stripes like that. I wonder if they had that as an idea. But they didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the brown probably goes a little better with their design, the gold design, than the black one does. So, I mean,
looks good.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is like, why would WWE pay more money to buy AEW out of existence? Where
that's because
AEW can kill itself off, and then they can just pick at the
talent.
Just because,
they pick at
just because they can,
and they still got talent. They're not even using them. Like, where's Brian Cage? AKA the dude from Lucha Underground. You know what I mean?
Well, what I was gonna say is remember when they signed Bunny, like from TNA?
Oh, God.
She was like fucking Impact champion, and then they signed her over and did nothing with her for like 3 years. Instead they decided to push Riho as their first champion, and they wonder why the shit didn't work.
That was such a
they I know why they pushed Rio. It was for the Forbidden Door. They were all leading to the Forbidden Door. They wanted to show as many talent can come in, and that's why it worked for them. All the people like Okada came through. Everybody.
Yep.
You had what's his name? What's that dude's name? The dude that was that's kind of beefing with Kenny Omega. I forgot his name.
Like Will something.
Hmm?
Will something.
Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay. Yeah, that dude. I mean, again, like they had so many great moments, and what should have happened was CM Punk be like the icing on top the elevator, and it was. They were doing amazing, only for them to piss it away by not checking Punk. I would have cut his mic off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I understand.
They didn't do it.
Tony Khan, he was in that situation where you're supposed to step in now and show that you are the leader of this company.
Yeah,
I get that he was excited. It was an amazing pay-per-view, but that whole thing should have just. Yeah,
you should have been like. You should have been like, you ain't gonna sit here just run down everybody on my roster, and we're gonna go ahead and cut this moment off right now. That's what you have to do.
I can't even imagine the stares this man gets when he comes in the office and he sees the roster. I can't imagine how people will be looking at him like, bro, that's how you think about us? Do you want to check this little old bitch who we got?
Well, I mean, first of all, Punk only did that because he doesn't respect Tony Khan in the first place, because he damn sure wouldn't have cut that promo.
He senses weakness.
If fucking Triple H or Vince McMahon was sitting next to him.
So I'm here for you guys. Hey guys, have a free ice cream on me. Literally shits on the very thing that he talked about in the very company. Like, come on, bro. I can't take Punk serious. He's on fucking he's doing commentary for MMA or something like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be injured, guys. I'm so injured. Get the fuck off my TV.
Why is he even doing commentary for MMA? You lost like 2 fights.
You lost all your fights. You lost in record time in both times. Because I'm not here to shake hands. I'm a badass. Get your ass completely handed to you. Not once, but twice. What are we doing here? Stop.
Honestly, so Neozeric's asking if AEW go to business next year. I don't think next year,
Nah.
but I think that
Not
they
even a
will
brown
eventually go out of
I
business.
want you to understand that. Usually should be qualifications to talk about MMA. Usually they're brown belts, white belt. They got some kind of degree. This dude ain't even a damn brown belt. What are we doing here? You suck.
Yeah.
He only got
tell- I
signed to
couldn't
the
tell
UFC because his Mark fans actually believed that he would train
Get a
Muay
chance.
Thai for like 15 years or some shit.
That's crazy. Well,
What'd you say, Oz?
It's sad because when I see this new belt, I don't even see a difference. I don't see a difference at all.
It's only in the strap. It's not in like the design or anything like that.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you talking about MJF's belt?
yeah.
Guys, we're gonna.
I
move
think
on.
it's supposed-
It's supposed to
wrestling-
shine.
I think it's
It's supposed
funny.
to shine
Regal's
when he does
moderating.
his little. Yeah, it's supposed to shine when like the light hits him, like show like
Oh.
you know what I mean, like that it's his show. That's why he
Oh.
did it like that with the
So-
lights.
So I know Oz wanted to talk about this personally. So I was like, fine, fuck it, we'll talk about it. I don't know if you've seen the new trailers on BitCloud or Society, but they dropped a trailer for Transformers: Rise of the Beast and Indiana Jones 5. Personally, I've never been into either of these franchises, so I don't
It's
really
a
have
game
much
or
to say.
movie?
They're movies. So Transformers: Rise of the Beast, I've watched the trailer. I think
Is it
it's pretty
animated or is it
It's live action.
Live
Live
action.
action.
It
Hmm.
actually,
Look that
you
up,
were
look that up.
comparing, Oz. So talk about it a little bit. Give us a.
So
rundown.
I would compare this. I'm honestly, out of all these like shitty Transformer movies that they made, from what I saw, they
You mean
actually
all
made
of
me
them?
excited. Yeah, all of them. Out
Hey,
of
for
all of them,
respect.
besides
For respect
Bumblebee
on
was
the
good.
first one.
Bumblebee was pretty good.
The first
Um,
Transformers was fire.
No, fuck that.
What? Y'all
No.
y'all talk him down the first one. The
No,
first one
fuck
was
that.
fire. Just for
No.
the moment. Just for the iconic.
No,
No.
no.
You want to talk about it with the fact of that creepy little weirdo Megan Fox has become over the last few years?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, she has a nice ass. That's the only thing I give to her. She was in a pretty good movie that came out.
Oh,
It's
they're
really
doing it
last
now
year.
to Beast Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like G1 meets Beast Wars.
Hold on, give me one
Yeah.
second. I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, see, I
Which-
don't know anything
which
about
is dope.
Beast Wars, but when I'm looking at
Beast
this
Wars
movie,
was
it looks
fucking
pretty
awesome.
Cool. Looks fucking cool. You have like a
Beast Wars
robotic
was awesome.
King Kong. I was like, what the fuck? And he talks? Holy
Yeah, he
shit!
talks.
That's
Well,
got
here's the problem. This is why I know people like Beast Wars. I know people like Transformers. Here's why you need to temper your expectations. Because I
I
just
know.
checked this up when I saw this earlier today.
Yeah.
This movie has not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 screenwriters. Do you know what that means when 5 people combine
Oh,
to write
Lord.
a movie?
People,
This is gonna be
basically 5 people throwing up their thoughts on a whiteboard. That's pretty much why Halloween Ends sucks, because like when you're watching Halloween Ends, you could tell that there's all these ideas from different
Ideas,
people just pasted together.
We were screaming
It's like
at each other
horror.
at the beginning of the movie because that's literally was an idea that was scrapped for kills. They just threw it. They just threw in the movie. I know. Okay, so I'm looking at. At first when I was watching the trailer, I thought that the ape was going to be Optimus because that was just a form in the show, but I guess it's not. So the hell is this supposed to be? Hold on. So watch this.
That's pretty. It looks pretty awesome. I'm like, I could. It was kind of cool. Like
Yeah,
he looks
CGI.
like he doesn't look like the Michael Bay one. He actually looks like the Optimus Prime from the cartoon. Which when his mouthpiece goes up, dude, I lost it. Like finally, he looks like Optimus Prime.
Transformers dorks. See, I've never been into Transformers.
But I'm not though. I'm a He-Man guy through and through. But I always like Transformers a little bit.
Transformers, like when Transformers was a really, really big deal is kind of when you were a kid. So it's kind of
Right.
You had to have watched it at least a little bit, been into it. Me, it's one of those things where like they had, I guess, what is called a reboot on Cartoon Network, and that's the one I saw. The same thing with He-Man, and I just never got into either of those, even though I hear good things about them. But I've never liked Michael Bay as a director. I think for the most part, he just annoys the fuck out of me.
But
so this not being a Michael Bay movie just instantly looks better to me. So
it does. Because I'm just like, I know they've been talking about there's supposed to be some type of Beast Wars collaboration or doing some type of Beast Wars thing. So like I watched it, I'm like, no, this is Beast Wars, because all those robots they showed with the rhino and the cheetah, that's Chatora, I think that's what her name was. She was in a cartoon. A Rhinox was a rhino. I forget the fucking what Optimus Prime was called it at, but it was called something else.
I got you. But it does look cool. Like I really The CGI doesn't look terrible from what I've seen of it. I think this could be the best thing Transformers so far because to me, it's low. It's super low. I do like the Beast characters in it. That, and I'm not even into Beast Wars. I didn't know anything about it. I just think it looks really cool.
Yeah. They got me excited. What do you do? When
I'm
you
excited.
And I fucking nunchucks. Oh my god, this shit's gonna be dope.
I'm happy because they're actually transforming. They're not doing what they did in the last one where the damn thing was doing that like it was like made out of like particles and like form.
Yeah.
So I like how they did it. It looks good. I'm actually excited for this. Yeah. I like the beast animations. They look really, really good too.
Gotcha. All right, that's cool. Society, you have any thoughts on it? Just don't care.
I mean, like I said, Transformers, 5 screenwriters, that's usually a massive red flag. Whenever you have more than 2, like I can see a duo working on a film and it's still being good, but when you have more than 2 screenwriters, you're already in trouble on that front. And then as far as Indiana Jones 5 goes, there's already talk out there that they had a terrible test screening. Like the film looks horrible because apparently what they're going to do is that they're going to bring back Harrison Ford only to replace him with a female counterpart that's going to take over the franchise moving forward. And people are not okay with that and they're not happy with that whatsoever. So
really, I hear that.
No, man. See, that's it's kind of been the that's kind of been the
because there's only one Indiana Jones.
The Disney model.
Yeah, it's kind of been. I don't want to say it. Bro, I don't want to say it because you know how people they get you canceled. I don't even want to say it, but that's kind of
the whole MCU. Yeah, I mean, look.
Can we not talk about She-Hulk? Can we not talk about She-Hulk? Can we just get that out of her minds? Can we not?
It's more than just She-Hulk, bro. They're replacing everybody.
Okay?
No, what they did to Daredevil, I'll never forgive them.
Woman and Spider-Man dies. Are you excited?
Hey, it depends how thick she is. Depends how thick she is.
See, you guys are like, dudes are simps, man. I'm over here like, bro, I want the original characters. Fuck replacing them with these female characters. Then we got these simp-ass dudes like, but are her cakes looking good, though? Like, fuck y'all.
You're damn right. If you get Black Cat right, hey, listen, from what I heard, Black Cat's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie. Listen, they do it right.
Yeah, you holding on way too much hope for that shit.
I can't do Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you know they made fucking Elektra is the new Daredevil in the comic books. It's Psylocke is the new Captain Britain. They replaced Hawkeye. They replaced Wolverine. Like all of the MCU all the Marvel characters are just getting female counterparts now.
They won't make Psylocke a fucking Asian anymore.
As a matter of fact, we just talked about this on the Black Pill stream. There's talks that some of the spoilers for the Blade movie, which keep in mind has already changed its director. The director's already bailed on the project, but they're talking about how they're going to essentially bring in Blade only to replace him with his daughter, and his daughter's going to be the new Blade moving forward. Yes.
Oh my god.
No, that has to be a lie. That can't be that on the nose. Look, I hate Disney. I think they're a stupid fucking company, and I cannot stand them.
I think they're that stupid.
I don't think they're that stupid to instantly replace Blade with a female counterpart.
All I can tell you is that the director has already bailed, and there is talk about having a female Blade.
Why do you think the director bailed? It's PG-13 on top of that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
let that sink in, Cassie. Yeah. It's PG-13 and it's Blade, but Deadpool is rated R.
Big Cloud. So you have to understand.
Make sense.
You have to understand the reason why I don't talk about anything Blade related is because Blade is dead to me. There's nothing.
There's no replacing
Wesley Snipes.
There's no replacement Snipes.
It's PG-13. It's a crock of bullshit and a fucking lie, and I don't give a fuck.
Bro, right out the bat, y'all already know the start because y'all already know that this is cemented in your brain because this is your childhood. But y'all know that the opening of Blade 1, the blood, the rave, that is still one of the dopest openings for an MCU. Well, it's not even MCU, but for a Marvel film, comic book character period. If people think they're gonna hold a candle to that,
no way.
Smoking crack. You're smoking crack.
You know what, man? Like, people criticize, Wesley Snipes for things in the past. He had his moments, especially on set, from what I've heard. But the charisma from this dude was impeccable. Like, he had his time for a reason. The guy was fucking insane. I absolutely love Wesley Snipes, especially as Blade. And honestly, with the fact that they casted an actor that's just like only a couple of years younger than him, It's like, why didn't you just bring back Wesley Snipes and do the shit that...
And the sad thing, part of this, he wanted to come back and do it.
Oh yeah, of course. That would be... Do you know how that would fucking just jumpstart his career again? Arguably, in terms of putting him in the mainstream light.
Sad.
Because the thing is, but the problem is, you have to understand, Disney, they don't want movie stars in their movies anymore.
No,
they want their characters to be movie stars. If Wesley Snipes was to portray Blade, it would catapult him into stardom again. Because of how iconic his contributions to that character is, no doubt. No matter, any backstage related stuff that he has, he would be top of the world again because we adored him as Blade. He's fucking amazing. And Disney doesn't want that. They just want people that are relatively well known. They're not necessarily movie stars. The movie stars, they want the character.
I remember people try to give it shit just for Blade 2 with the Reapers, with the open jaws, all that. Like, you're not going to see grotesque stuff like that in this new Blade. So what's the point?
No.
What's the point putting in?
I mean, the thing is, we need to just stop caring about it. That's what needs to happen. Stop caring. If you want good comic book film, stop with the bullshit already. Like, stop supporting the bullshit. That's
like, I would rather get Constantine. I remember Constantine with Keanu Reeves. I would rather get a part 2 to that than watch
They are
this.
making a part 2.
The Constantine?
I'm scared.
Yeah, I heard it is in development.
Deadass? Keanu's coming back?
Yeah, Keanu
I don't know if
Reeves
Keanu's coming back, but I know
Bro, if
that
Keanu's not coming back, I'm not watching it.
No, Keanu Reeves, he already confirmed it.
Oh, that's
okay.
fire. That's fire.
Okay,
that's fire. What about Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, I don't think so. Who?
Yeah, good luck with that one, bro.
I mean, look, man, a lot of people shit on Shia LaBeouf, but earlier this year, they tried to paint him as a bad person, and people
Olivia
that tried
Wilde.
Olivia Wilde tried to paint him as a bad person, but guess what? She got caught with receipts that Shia LaBeouf brought to the table, and that completely just made her out to be the massive cunt that she is. So it's like, look, man, look, if Shia LaBeouf seems to be serious about making a comeback and being serious about it and being respectable about it, so I mean, look, man, I'd say give him a shot. That's how I feel, especially when they tried to set him up like that. It's disgusting, man.
Yep. Do you want to bring up this picture real quick? I just want to crush everyone's hopes and dreams while we have a second. So these are just a preview of the upcoming femalization of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So starting from the top right, we have Captain Carter, which is Peggy Carter if she was the Captain America and not Steve Rogers. We have female Thor. We have Ironheart, which is female Iron Man. We have She-Hulk. We have White Widow here on the bottom right. We have new female Hawkeye, female Black Panther, and Charlize Theron as female Doctor Strange. And keep in mind that we also still currently have in development right now Monica Rambeau, Taskmaster, who's been race swapped as a female. We still have Echo, who is a Native American, disabled, and possibly bisexual superhero that's coming out soon.
Christ.
We have Scott Lang's daughter taking over as the new Ant-Man, and we also have a female Ghost.
Funny how Charlize, of all people, is now in the MCU. I'm not surprised that she made it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's already in the MCU. It's called the Fast and Furious franchise, but we're not going to talk about that.
I honestly, every time, like, whenever Marvel or Disney comes out with, like, a new list, if it be, like, upcoming Star Wars projects or upcoming Marvel movie projects, I just, TV shows, whatever the fuck, I want to throw up every time.
Oh, and I almost forgot, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is also playing the character in the MCU, and they've already teased that they're going to prop her up to be the next Nick Fury. So,
oh Jesus!
Yeah,
well,
the moment you replace, the moment you replace Samuel Jackson, I turn off the shit.
Oh yeah.
Why are you waiting until then?
Hold on, because he's carrying the shit out of this with the Secret Invasion. I'm actually looking forward to see how that goes. But
see your problem is you're still hopeful that there be something interesting.
Well,
here.
I'm hopeful because obviously it's at this rate
today.
Thanos was the best thing in terms of like villain wise to carry the whole series. What they're doing here, they haven't set up anybody that's on that level. You know what I mean? Like there's no Doom, there's no there's Galactus.
See, the problem is that you still on the train. Everybody else got off like 6 stops ago.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, Big Cloud, to be completely honest with you, Marvel is more concerned with behind the camera in terms of representation and all that. And it's like, we want our superhero characters to be depicted like acceptably, like in ways that we remember or we value. Like we want the actual comic books that we value to be represented in a good way on screen. That's actually not boring. That doesn't feel rehashed. That actually has good writing, good directing, and good acting behind it. I don't get excited when you're saying, "Oh, we're bringing She-Hulk into the mix," and it's just like,
did y'all see the Guardians trailer? I mean, the Guardians trailer did nothing for you guys. I mean, that looked okay.
I didn't even watch it. I'm so sick.
I mean,
Spider-Man,
from what I heard,
is the only thing that's got my attention because I want to see how they handle
here's
the black
the thing.
suit. But that's really
the thing is, every release always has that little bit of bait, like Deadpool 3. We're bringing back Hugh Jackman, guys.
Yeah.
And it's like that one. The thing is, it's that one piece of bait that has these people just
this dangling,
willing, exactly.
Woo.
It's like the thing is, the older movies didn't need bait. They just were going to make an extravagant, fucking memorable movie.
You know what it is?
You know what it is? Avengers.
It's the same thing with Halloween. We had this conversation about Halloween. Remember Halloween Ends? From Kills from 2018, if you it's night and day, right? Halloween 2018 had a clear vision what it wanted to be. Like it didn't want to be, you could tell it didn't want to have a sequel.
No,
it was forced to make sequels. You know what I mean? And then that's where the problem started. This right here,
there was no intention.
It feels like there's no intention to expand this or branches off. It doesn't feel like it.
Let me throw this one at you, Big Cloud. The problem isn't it's that in a way, but it's also the fact that the new people that are now involved in these projects,
they're off their own asses. Yeah.
Not just that, but that is a good point as well on your part. They are in fact up their own asses, but they don't even keep up with the lore that the MCU has presented. Like even what's his face?
Well, remember
with the first Thor movie they did, which was like Thor 3.
Oh, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, like in the following Thor sequel, he even fucked up his own lore that he introduced in the previous fucking movie. And it's just like you have people like this that don't even do the history. And you have to understand, this is like a fucking almost 15-year-old universe. You need to do some research.
Like people don't understand how many plot holes Love and Thunder has. Like you mean to tell me Mjolnir remembered a damn promise and it just reassembled? Yeah. What? It was crushed by damn Hela. You mean to tell me that Thor is that much of a beta simp that he kept the pieces?
They had to find some kind of way to shoehorn Natalie Portman back in fucking movie. So that was the best that they could come up with. Yeah. But also keep in mind, we did a story about this not too long ago, how one of the producers at Marvel Studios came out and said that if you're a fan of actual comic books and know about the lore, they consider that to be a red flag because they want people to have run their own vision with the MCU, which is why you're just getting this other bullshit that you're getting now because they don't want to hire people who know shit.
It's funny because DC is getting some better films. I mean, Black Adam did pretty good in terms of like the fans' reaction, right? But look at this though. Remember how like we all thought, okay, damn, there's no way in hell that the MCU would ever have a Wonder Woman 1984 moment, right?
Yeah.
And here we go. We're looking right at it with damn She-Hulk. Oh, women are not going to be sexualized by us. We see women as more than just this. And then what are they doing? They got her twerking with Meg Thee Stallion. They actually animated
that whole show
thing.
The fucking showrunner pretty much admitted that whole show they did. First of all, she fundamentally rejected the idea of being a superhero from the jump, and it wasn't a superhero show. They did that just to poke fun at the sexist men on the internet who don't like female superheroes. That was the whole reason they did that show. That show had no other purpose outside of that.
Yep.
This is what we have as creators now. People that they hire people that hate the fan bases that you're making this content for, and then expect people to just blindly
consume. Fucking stupid, dude.
And I can't be bothered. Either get
I gave it a shot.
I
legit gave it all the chances in the world. I'm like, okay, maybe Daredevil's gonna help it. Daredevil gets introduced, he gets turned into a legit bitch. Into the damn show.
Look, Red Hood would be
Red Hood had me crying when he was reacting to it. He's like, that's fucking stupid. He doesn't work like that. I was like, yep. Like I remember when Kofi botched and Randy was like, stupid. You're stupid. That's literally how Red Hood was sounding on the mic. Like, just stupid.
Look, I was like, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Red Hood, before they introduced fucking his boy.
For you.
But I was like, they're gonna fuck this character up. It's Disney, bro. And he's just like, I feel like he's like, maybe you're right, but I feel I'm hoping with this She-Hulk show. And hello and behold, and like I didn't even watch any of the shows. I've only seen clips, and I'm like, I know what's gonna happen because they don't care. It's like how fucking Vince McMahon would run WWE in like the late stages of his career, where basically whatever the fans wanted, he would just give them the opposite on purpose. And this is what this is what Disney does now. And some people are still trying to tell themselves, oh well, it's gonna get better with this new show. It's certainly, it's not gonna be like the last ones. And it's like, how many times are you gonna tell yourself before accepting it's fucked? Stop supporting it. Because it's like it's a bastardized version of everything we loved as kids. That's just sadly what it is. And I ran off that train. I can't be bothered. It's not for me at this point. Maybe I'm getting a little too old for the bullshit, or maybe I'm just hopeless. I'm just hopeless at this point. I don't look forward to much, especially when it comes to Disney. So, Indiana Jones 5. Why the fuck is that even a thing? Harrison Ford is fucking ancient, and for them to be passing the torch to some bitch, it's just like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to see it. Make new characters.
It'll be his granddaughter or some shit.
The only thing Indiana Jones related that I remember that I was kind of interested in was that game that was in development. But because I was curious, because I was curious, are they gonna do their own thing, or is it gonna be like a legit carbon copy of Uncharted? Because Uncharted 4 put the little rope thing. I wonder if they're gonna do something like that, but I don't know. That was my thing. If it's half-assed, though, oh boy, God.
I would have wanted to be more like Tomb Raider, to be honest with you. I think Tomb Raider as a franchise is way better than Uncharted.
Nah. Well,
I mean,
not story-wise. The stories are ass.
Story. I'd say like the first reboot Tomb Raider.
The first one was perfect.
Story.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Besides
and everything,
the side characters,
nailed it.
I was so invested in Lara Croft getting off that island. Like I wanted to help her.
Like, what's going on? Like, wait, why is Thunder all of a sudden striking the island? You find out why, and then part 2 is like, oh yeah, the Prophet, this random hobo guy shows up, he disappears like Batman. I'm like, wow, was that the Prophet?
The only thing that made me
last Uncharted was fucking trash.
Which one? Or are you talking about Tomb Raider? Shadow?
Shadow was way better than Uncharted 4.
Rise of Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
Aren't they making another one? They said they're making another one. I forgot.
Yeah. And apparently Lara Croft is going to be gay. Are you excited for that, Big Cloud? Some girl on girl action?
I mean, she might as well be, because Jonah keeps getting friend zoned.
Right?
Yeah, it's so honestly,
Jonah's like, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth, only to get friend zoned. Jonah. She's not gonna fuck you.
I see Lara Croft locking lips with some bitch, like fucking yeeting Simba off the cliff, that's what I'm doing with Tomb Raider. I don't want to fucking see it. I'm tired of everybody needing to be a part of this community. That no, how about just
you're gonna see her pull? Why? Watch her pull the ponytail. She's gonna pull that ponytail back and everything. Watch. That's what they're gonna do.
Anyway, so final topic.
I already ruined your mind. Just like this her pulling the hair.
It's like.
By the way, just in case you guys didn't realize that Harrison Ford is also supposed to be Red Hulk and Thunderbolts when that shit comes out in 2 years. He'll be 82 when that film premieres. I just want to throw that out there, just in case.
Yeah, I don't know if you realize that people don't. Not everyone's guaranteed to live to 82.
Look at Carrie Fisher. Look at the debacle with Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, I mean, when
you're known
for your coke finger, I mean, that's kind of what happens.
It's like, bro.
Hey, coking's a hell of a drug.
And mind you, too, they fucked up that trilogy long before she even got to bro. It was just, oh man, I can't. Like the first one was goated. You know what I mean? Force Awakens. I thought that was amazing.
I thought it was fun. But I thought it was just a really
it was a remake. It was a remake of A New Hope.
Visually appealing version of A New Hope. That was what it was. Yeah, thanks for that really obnoxious yawn, asshole. But
then the Last Jedi came along and smashed everything with a sledgehammer, and then gave you the finger as it walked away.
I'm okay. We're starting this off. I'm guessing it's about to be thunder, crackling, something like that. When he grabs the lightsaber, this man says. I'm like, what?
You should have just turned around and spit right in her face, right?
What's funny about it, Mark Hamill went on Twitter and was like, yeah, Jedi doesn't throw his lightsaber. Sorry, guys.
But like the thing is, like, Mark Hamill is just like, I appreciate him denouncing this shit, but it's like, bro, you went along with it anyway. You took.
He had no choice. He was contracted.
Mark Hamill's a bitch, and I tell you why. Because he knew that the fans who were complaining about that were in the right, because he had the same thoughts as well, but he couldn't just come out and say it, because he didn't want to be perceived as, oh, I don't want to be on the same side of those sexist Star Wars fans, even though they have a point.
What's it, Kathleen Kennedy who made that shit?
Oh yeah, she's still there.
Kennedy is behind all this bullshit, and they keep her around.
Did she touch Wonder Woman?
No. So what fucked up Wonder Woman 1984 was that the director, who was decent at directing the first movie, then became the writer for the second movie, and she can't write apparently. So that's.
She ain't got no brain cells neither. Apparently, all men are pigs, like like the whole dude. So hey, come here, Belle. Let me get that ass. I know she's running by like, come on. Yeah, apparently all men are like that on the street. Like, we're not.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like don't sexualize women, but yo, let's do some ass grabbing when it comes to dudes and all that shit.
Not only that though. The woman they got to play Cheeto is actually naturally just beautiful, but they're like, oh, she looks ugly when she has glasses on. Where are they getting this notion? She looks good with glasses on too. What are we doing here?
It's like what is this? The 80s where we used to make fun of dorks that wear glasses? Like, you have to understand, this is like the 2020s where like apparently the most sexiest people are the ones that wear glasses.
Glasses can amplify a woman in terms of appearance. I'm sorry, especially they rock those. I don't know what's going on.
But Transformers looks fun. I actually am kind of interested in that. 5
Pat
writers
Jenkins,
for what's supposed to be like a standard action film with a lot of CGI is concerning, but I like the trailer. I like Robotic King Kong. That's cool. Indiana Jones 5 is like why are we still doing this? Why are we not creating new franchises with new characters that can stand the test of time like Indiana Jones? But anyways, guys, the final topic of the night, and something that
I'm trying to go home.
Anti-Nintendo Big Cloud right here.
He's trying to go home while you're talking from his living room.
Look, man, you still got like an hour and a half to burn until Callisto drops. Okay, so I'm hoping.
Listen, I got dinner downstairs. I got to set up. I got shit to do.
Man, the microwave dinner can wait. Come down.
No, it ain't microwave. It ain't microwave. It's homemade.
That fucking hockey puck chicken.
Them cold ass hockey
right, bro?
Them cold ass.
Silver's Islamic.
You gonna throw a fucking couple of hot pockets in the fucking microwave and just
them styrofoam meatballs and shit. Like, come on, doing that.
Anyways, guys, so we have the second trailer that has dropped for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and a lot of people, when the first trailer dropped, people were kind of iffy. You know, looks visually appealing, but the voice acting is kind of sus. Second trailer dropped. What do you guys think about it so far? Is it looking better than the initial trailer? It looks amazing. You're into it. How do you feel about the voice acting?
Chris Pratt can go fuck himself.
Yeah, you know what, man?
Super hater.
I don't know. I mean, the first trailer, I didn't like how he sounded, but the second trailer, like when he's talking, I don't mind it so much. It's not Mario. But we have to accept that fact. I'm okay with it. It's not the best, but I don't think it's.
It's not as bad as Buzz Lightyear. I'll put it like that. Remember how Buzz Lightyear redid his whole origin? They tried to make a movie.
I would honestly say that this is even worse.
The problem is, like, look, but the Buzz Lightyear movie, I haven't watched it, but the general sense that seems to be the case is that he isn't even the star of his own movie.
He's not.
So you can't make a Buzz Lightyear movie and make it successful.
Wait till you see.
It's the Disney model, Cassie.
Wait till you see Zurg. Wait till you see Zurg, Cassie. It's a side note I'm talking about. Wait till you see Zurg.
Oh yeah.
You mean Buzz Lightyear in the future? That'll ruin it for you.
Oh my God, he's spoiled.
I did.
Okay,
it's Buzz Lightyear.
Shit, no one cares about that movie.
Don't listen, don't listen.
The one moment, the whole to infinity and beyond. They did a little finger. Like, come on.
That sounds
fucking Buzz Lightyear in the future.
I mean, let's not even try to explain how 2 lesbians got pregnant and there was never a dude in the equation whatsoever. We're just not even going to explain that shit at all.
Because apparently,
or the fact that he gets the iconic wings. It's an ejector from a damn pod. It's not actually a part of the suit. And then when he gets the iconic suit, nobody has the wings.
Apparently, society, I've heard from various sources on Twitter that apparently 2 women can have a child. So,
that's what they want you to believe.
You need a man. You need a man. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't understand how this works. Clearly,
once you up a man in your nest, she'll fill you
Buzz
in.
Buzz Lightyear, the Lightyear movie doesn't know how that works either. So yeah, that sucks. But look, I think the Super Mario Bros. Movie is visually stunning. I like the way I like how they added Mario Kart to the mix, like and Rainbow Road, like that had me like, oh shit, this is fucking cool, like. And apparently Mario's using all the little items and stuff, and the items will have a presence in the movie. I think that's cool. Is this something that you're interested in, BitCloud? I mean, it's a big thing.
I had to go in your house and destroy your setup for asking me that question.
I mean, like,
hey, don't disrespect the king of video games, man. Come on now.
They already did that with the voice, but
yeah, that is true. That is true.
Watch it in French.
I mean, again, is it okay? The only thing positive I would say in terms of the looks department, at least they didn't have a Sonic situation where they had to go and redo everything. Remember how like it looked like a damn alien when we first saw Sonic? He looked weird. He had tiny little eyes. They didn't. Then they gave him the actual look that he looks great. At least they didn't have no moment like that. But hey,
because he actually looks good. Like he looks really good.
Yeah, that's something positive. I don't really care as much. I mean, yeah, the voice is weird, but I think I don't know. We'll see. If the voice might be something that you'll get past as the story progresses, but if it's the same, I don't know.
His little woohoo at the end was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That little woohoo he did was like, okay, that was pretty good.
So here's the thing. And Neozoic kind of brings up this point. Like, there's been criticism that Peach is like, going to be the typical strong female character.
Does he use the blue shell?
Like, do you guys think that this is going to be sort of like a feminist movie where, like, maybe Princess Peach is going to steal the show, or are they not that stupid?
Don't be surprised if it goes in that direction. That's all I got to say. Don't be
Princess
surprised.
Peach is not going to be seen for 90% of this movie. She's going to be stuck in the tower, and you fight Browser.
That's how it's supposed to be, but this is 2022, bro. You know that this is all out.
Yeah, that'd be funny at the end of the movie. Like, oh, sorry, your princess is in another theater. That shit would be hilarious.
I mean, at least give her some personality. Like, kind of like, you remember Fiona from Shrek? Remember she's in that damn tower and she gets out and she's like, and she steals the show? Yeah, make her entertaining.
Here's the thing. Like for me, it seems as though the general thought I have is that it's not necessarily going to be like a feminist movie, but my basic thoughts is that Peach will not have a character arc because she has to be perfect. I mean, that's how they kind of make women now. They don't have any faults.
They don't have no personality. They're just like perfect looking beings. Yeah.
So like the thing is, Mario has to have a character arc. It's his movie, so of course he's going to start, trying to get, like, he has to meet this challenge, which is fighting Bowser. So he's going to have a character arc. It's going to probably be goofy, in the beginning of the film. But I know that Mario is going to have his moment at the end and really have it all come together. Probably with his brother, Luigi, if Luigi doesn't fuck up that bad. But I mean, that's the general sense of what I get. I don't think it's going to be a feminist movie. It's just that women now don't have character arcs in anything. That's just something I unfortunately have to accept. Children are going to have to accept, young girls, that you're supposed to be perfect all the time. And you're supposed to be boring and the most basic bitch ever that never fucks up ever in life. So, yeah, that's concerning to me. But this is modern day writing as we know it. Which I get it, but Mario's gonna have his moment. He's gonna be the dude standing on top at the end, hopefully. So that's how I feel. What society? What? Okay, be the bearer of bad news. How many people wrote this fucking movie?
Oh, I haven't even looked that up yet. I'm glad you mentioned it. I'll give you an answer here in just a bit.
Be right back.
No problem, bro.
Yep.
Poor Mario.
I mean, look, I think that this Mario movie is gonna be interesting. I think they're really trying to compete with the Sonic. and I think that's
Like-
great. Yeah, I think they want to be up there with the Sonic movies because they're definitely they're cartoon films, but they're great for what they are.
Not to like, I don't know,
Oh,
man.
fuck,
it
really?
kind of bugs me that Donkey Kong being played by a white guy. I think it's kind of weird.
What?
I think it's weird. Donkey Kong.
Anyway,
Yeah,
guys.
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong in the movie. So just in case you guys didn't know that.
Somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
Seth
sorry.
Rogen is a moron. Like, so Donkey Kong got basically a redesign, and I actually think that's cool because
Yeah,
they're like,
it does look cool.
it goes back to OG Donkey Kong, and I think it's cool. Like, I like his little
don't know.
animated shit. He fucks Mario up.
He
Like,
does. He does.
He makes Mario's just like, I could do this, and Donkey
He's
Kong's just like, and just starts beating the fuck out of him. It's hilarious.
Like, I think it was pretty cool when he was like, all right, let's go. But it didn't sound believable. Like, he sounded like he was like unsure of himself, which he kind of was.
He is, because you can tell that's going to be early on in the movie. Like I said, Mario has to have a character arc. Like, he's going to be unsure of himself. He's probably going to, this is probably some of the biggest challenges he's ever had to face.
Yeah.
Before this, he was probably unclogging drains. That's kind of how Mario, he's a plumber.
Which I thought that was really cool when he showed him going up against the pipe. And I'm like, yes, he's plumber. Good. Yes, he is a plumber. Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto. You got that right.
Yeah.
He knows him. He knows his kid.
So, like, he's going to be unsure of himself because he's challenging Donkey Kong. He's probably never faced anyone like Donkey Kong.
And I think that scene where Luigi was like, Mario, and you're going through that thing, I think that might be the first time going through a warp pipe. Where the Lord was to be working on a pipe and he went down a drain. That's the origin story. That's cool.
Yeah. Look, I'm excited. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's the big man. It's Mario coming to the screen. I think it's cool.
Because Miyamoto said already there's going to be cameos in this. This is just the start. I'm telling you, don't be surprised in the future there's going to be a Smash Brothers movie. I would not be surprised. And a Zelda movie. They're going to work on a Zelda movie.
Oh my god.
No way in hell.
Look, I'm not the biggest Zelda fan, but I love the story of Zelda generally. Like, just the basic concept of storytelling when it comes to Zelda, but they've managed to make it resonate with us all these releases later, all these many years later. So it'd be awesome to see a Zelda film. And it'd be like this awesome top-tier animation. Society, did you have some bad news to give us? Because you are the bearer of bad news.
No, I mean, I just found out Seth Rogen's in that movie, so now I don't want to watch it at all. But the film also has 2 directors as well, so I mean, I don't know if that's another red flag you guys want to look at.
The thing is, why is Donkey Kong voice acted? I mean, he should just do
So now the fact that I know he's in the movie, I'm pretty sure now. I think that Peach is going to be the star of this show. So don't be. Oh my god!
Well, I mean, he's just a voice actor. He isn't a writer. He isn't the director. I mean, Seth Rogen to me, I think, is a fucking piece of shit. Not for nothing. He's like the anti-capitalist that has like a fucking weed company, and it's just like, why don't you share your wealth? Because you're a socialist. Like
Yeah, you can take that shit back to Canada as far as I'm concerned.
Capitalism bad until I have a business and I want the wealth from my business. See, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I really think they could have gotten somebody way better to Seth Rogen.
But like the thing is, it's fucking Donkey Kong. He just fucking makes noises. Like, why do we
he's talked before.
Like, in what? I don't remember.
Like the cartoon stories he's talked.
Okay. I've never watched the cartoon stories, so
which is actually pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I just don't like Seth Rogen as a person. His past projects that he's recently done have been fucking abominations, so I mean, hopefully he just does the voice acting and that's it. I hope
I can picture like freaking 10 people right now that could do a way better job than him.
Wait, hold up. What is Anarchy said, I'm not the only ones that copyrighted don't understand how WWE has anything to do with Kalisto. WWE's blocking Kalisto Protocol videos?
I have no idea. Is that?
That's weird. I don't know how that works. What do they have to do with Kalisto Protocol? Everyone's excited for Kalisto
Is he like Duke Nukem, who's like 40 minutes behind the conversation and it's like still listens to like I'm not part of the video.
Maybe. Well, I mean, Anarchy is the true fan. He definitely loves to tune in for everything we got going on here at the 2REAL4FEELS podcast, and I appreciate him. Okay, so I'm not gonna let you talk. Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. If I'm the original dude, personally, this is just my opinion. If I'm the original dude who did Mario, I would feel heavily insulted from Nintendo for not doing this movie. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, like, I haven't heard the dude that voices Mario actually say anything about the movie. Maybe he didn't.
Well, he doesn't want to lose his job.
But are they really going to fire homeboy, the only Mario, like, as far as they're concerned? Maybe he didn't want to do it. This is a bigger project than most Mario video games are. Like,
yeah, but he's a voice actor. This is like something you wait your whole fucking life for. I mean, he's been doing this for like fucking like what, over 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You know?
I mean,
I don't know, man.
But the thing is, it's like, did they lowball him? You know, that could be a thing as well. Maybe they lowballed the shit out of him. He felt like, I mean, it could be like a real situation, unlike the one that Elena Taylor made up. So
they probably didn't want to pay him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe they lowballed him, and he was like, with all due respect, I deserve more money than this. This is a lot more work than most of the video games I've been involved in. So I expect, and this is a major motion picture film, so I'm expecting more for my contribution. And maybe they just said, well, we'll just get some big Hollywood actor to voice the role instead and pay them probably this, you know, the big money that you are asking for. That's an unfortunate reality of voice acting. It's one of those things where voice actors do get shafted because, well, you could be replaced by Hollywood actors who do have names. And to be fair, Chris Pratt is one of the few Hollywood actors that does kind of have a name that goes a long way. Sometimes it's bad.
But I would be okay with if they do a sequel to this. If they do a Wario, I would want him to do Wario. At least do Wario. Wario doesn't say that much, you know.
Is it so? Chris Vasquez is saying that the Mario voice actor's in the movie.
Really? What does he do then?
Maybe he has a cameo appearance.
Oh, who?
Chris
Pratt. Go ahead.
No, we were just asking if because one of our viewers is saying that the Mario voice actor, the OG, he's making an appearance, possibly making an appearance in the Mario movie. That would be cool if that's the case. I have to look into that, but I mean,
that would actually piss me off even more because what's the point? Well, what's the point of that then? Why he Mario?
Maybe it was fucking, like I said, maybe it was just too much work. And maybe he felt the money that he's being offered wasn't reflective of the work that he has to put in. Okay, whatever you say, Oz. And
that pisses me off even more. Because if that's the case, then why couldn't he just be Mario?
I agree, but this is modern day Hollywood, bro, where everything is a fucking problem. Basic things that should just happen don't fucking happen. I can't explain it. Most of the time it's bullshit, but this is Hollywood, bro. It's literally, sadly, the way that it is. But, where the fuck did Big Cloud go? Like, man, get the fuck out of here, Big Cloud. No, I'm playing. Am I playing? No. But, any final thoughts on the Mario movie?
It's probably gonna suck.
How many writers does it have?
Using power, I see.
One writer and 2 directors, so.
I mean, that's not so bad. That's
how much we've lowered our standards in 2022. It's like, it's not as bad as the other one.
It's not as bad as 5 writers and 1 fucking feminist director that doesn't know her ass from her elbow. I mean, it's typically how these things go nowadays. This is an improvement.
Yeah.
But guys, we're pretty much coming to the end of the podcast. I don't know. WWE apparently BitCloud is striking down Callisto Protocol videos. So interesting. WWE is striking down Callisto Protocol videos apparently. So
why the hell would WWE strike down Callisto Protocol?
Apparently, people can only think that because of the name Callisto. So it's kind of weird.
What?
This is breaking news on my part. I don't really know the details of that, but that's
damn. So I might not stream it then, guys.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be kind of shitty. It really would. But yeah, guys, we're pretty much coming to the end of the podcast, and I do unfortunately have to thank Big Cloud for coming down play. Seriously, I really appreciate you coming through, Big Cloud. It was cool hanging with you, and I'm gonna throw your YouTube in the comments. Big Cloud does all sorts of stuff, man. Like he has interviews with people in the industry, and he does video game reviews, and homie got some pull. Let's just put it that way, and I respect that. And he's always been very kind to me, and I really appreciate him every time. You know, he's so kind. Even though he acts like a butthole, he's one of those dudes that acts like a butthole.
I expect my check after the spot. I'm saying,
what a sandwich, dude! You know,
hey, that'd be great. Hey, that'd be great.
I'll make you a bread and mayonnaise sandwich. I'll put the check in between, you know, both slices and slap you in the face with it. Yeah,
why'd you do that?
I'll wait for my fucking sandwich. Yeah,
get you a mayonnaise sandwich, bitch.
Man, you got quick eyes too. Damn, you got eyes one too. Golly.
Yeah, I'm in here 10 damn shows. I get no damn check.
Oz lives on carbs and mayonnaise, bro.
I don't live on carbs. No, I do not. I do live on mayonnaise. It's delicious.
Disgusting.
In fact, this woman said mayo, though. She did that to piss me off.
Yes, I hate mayonnaise.
I love
That's
mayonnaise.
the most disgusting thing to put on.
Yummy.
If you aren't look, mayonnaise is just trash. Okay.
No, it's fire.
First off, the calories. Okay, that's enough.
Get the healthy kind. Best kind.
No, it's not. No. You probably eat a sandwich and then have a bunch of mayonnaise on your face, and you look like you've been doing something else. Okay, so shut the fuck up.
It's delicious.
But, I put Big Cloud's YouTube in I would post your Twitter, but you're kind of like fuck Twitter at this point. So I don't.
No, you can put most of the stuff. I'd be on there.
All right, so I'll put Big Cloud's Twitter on there. He's mad chill. I fucks with Big Cloud. He always be looking out. So I'm glad that you're now like the fourth guest, I should say. Hustle was the first, so that's cool. So you're now the fourth, so you're not in the top 3. So it sucks to suck, right? Yeah.
Hey, all of our guests can't be great, right?
Oh my god. All right, so I'm putting his Twitter in there, and yes. Is there anything in general that you do want to promote that you have upcoming, or just want to say something to the chat? Whatever you feel like doing is fine by me.
Yeah, man. Been away, been AFK for a minute. A lot of people ask where the hell is Big Cloud, where he's doing. I just been legit taking a mental hiatus, much needed one. Talked to the guys about it last night. I will be back tomorrow for RGT, so I'll be back for that. I'll be playing Callisto tonight. I was going to stream it, but I mean, since you dropped this bombshell on me, I think I will hold out on that.
I think it's weird you're doing that shit.
Do it on Twitch then. Go to your Twitch channel.
It's just as worse on Twitch because you got all them dumbass ads because Twitch is dumb. And I don't think anybody wants to sit to literally miss most of the stream. Can't touch the ads off.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah, the only ad that they hit you with is in the beginning of the stream, and then you can have all the ads off if you want to. The only ad you're gonna deal with is like just the intro ad to the stream. That's it.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see.
So I mean, it's doable. I mean, look, man. While I have taken a little bit of a hiatus from Twitch, it's good to, be on everything because who knows, man? YouTube could put the kibosh on a lot of shit tomorrow, and everything's gone.
Yeah. Terms of service.
Yeah, like. They could update terms of service and just say, you're off because we just don't want to deal with your bullshit. We can just axe gaming content altogether. It's like, oh, well, we're all fucked. Oh, there's too much violence in gaming, so goodbye. It's like,
yeah, I'm gonna be bringing back the spicy takes in terms of video uploads, so I'll be doing all that stuff back again for sure.
Cool. I'm where's say the N word?
Nah. Enjoy that.
Hard R.
But
hard.
It's good to have you back, Big Cloud. We always anticipate everything you got going on. RGT is always a fun time. Talk about gaming. Society, what you got going on, bro? I'm gonna post your YouTube.
So coming up this weekend, I might be doing some sports related streams to get that going, especially on Twitch. Might have something cooked up this weekend. Just don't have it set in stone yet. But Monday, obviously, we're gonna be watching Bad Boys on Twitch for our movie night. So that should be a fun one. You guys are all invited to join us for that experience, especially with the Will Smith news that came this week. I just find it hilarious that that's the movie that we're watching.
Are you watching the first one? You watching the first
one?
Yeah, the OG one.
Yeah.
And then Tuesdays. What's up?
Y'all didn't see the third one?
No.
Oh, I saw the third one.
I want to say the third one was fire.
Third one's not bad. I won't bury it. To be honest with you, the whole trilogy is not that bad. Like I wouldn't say it's that great, but it's not that bad either. So
yeah,
you can tell the difference though. Michael Bay from the new director. You can clear it up.
And then what else? Tuesday, Barroom Podcast, where we're on 27 now. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens between now and Tuesday to see if Kanye makes the list of things that we're going to have to talk about. But yeah, today was pretty fucking wild.
That is. You should do a YouTube short, probably blow up just fucking talking about Kanye's bullshit.
Yeah, so that'll be funny. And then Wednesday, myself, Nerdigans, and TW, we're going to be doing retro wave reviews on G4 Tech TV, the 8 months that G4 Tech TV merged into one company and all the content that they gave us and how they fucked it up so badly in such a short period of time. So that's everything we got coming up next week.
Okay, that's interesting. I would actually tune into that.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. A lot of people don't really remember G4 that much because it's been a while. Like we remember little moments.
Yeah, keep in mind this was the era of G4 before like Attack of the Show and like X Play and before like all those like this is going like way back in the day. It's like 2004, 2005 shit. So
yeah, definitely.
Rest in peace, G4. Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's crazy. As I will quote Hustle on this, how the fuck you die twice? That was like my favorite. Absolutely. That's my favorite quote on the 2REAL4FEELS podcast entirely, bro. Fucking shout out to Hustle and Motivate for being.
Said, how do you fucking die? And they did. They found some way.
The worst stuff.
Like, bruh.
Oh well.
Yeah.
They didn't even stand a chance. That's the sad part.
Oz, do you have anything to say to the chat?
Yeah, I gotta take a piss. Hurry up.
All right, you can leave. Okay, get the fuck out. Okay.
I gotta take a piss.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, that's what he had to say. But guys, seriously, thank y'all so much for coming through. I see a lot of usual suspects. Y'all really, I really love the support. It really is helpful to the channel. Thank you so much, Man Rich Swag Lord, for being the first channel member, and thank you Hustle and Motivate and Dre Watson for joining as channel members tonight. I really do appreciate you guys. And if you want to become a channel member, it's totally optional. I'm not gonna say that you're gonna get all these perks and shit, but it helps, guys. If you'd like to. If not, it's completely fine. You're not missing out on anything. I don't want you to think that you are. But
she's gonna buy that $500 trunk statue. It's gonna be behind her next time. Watch.
I do have. I've been meaning to get to doing a physical media video, and I do have a trunk statue to unbox. I've actually kept it boxed up for a while, but yes, that is coming soon. I everyone knows Trunk's fangirl here, but thank you so much, members, everyone that came through in the chat, Sailor Mercury, Alex vs. Evil, Berserk for Life, Michael, Joe, the Sly Crow. The Sly Crow's amazing. He just did a video recently and mentioned me, and he had such kind things to say. So really appreciate that. He's really a good dude. Anarchy for coming through and letting us know. Apparently, Kalisto's getting struck by WWE being fucking retards as usual at WWE. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for fucking up the gaming community shit with your nonsense.
By the way, the reviews haven't dropped yet.
Really?
Yeah.
It's supposed to drop at midnight, though, right?
It's not midnight yet.
So they wait to the release date to drop the reviews?
It's a city.
That's a little...
thank you, Hustle and Motivate. Neozoic, as always, dude, comes through for me and society. Very, very kind. Really appreciate him coming through.
What the hell? Yo, is he in the bathroom with his head?
Okay, anyway.
I'm pretty sure that was a sound effect. At least that's what I hope.
No! Thank you guys for coming through. And with all that being said, we are out. Peace.